Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show. No, stop VLC. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Thursday, March 22nd, 2018 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northernlion, joined by team host, Rock Lee Smile. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I also just found out while I was setting that up that apparently the volume is broken on my phone now, so that's
it's
cool.
very loud. Yeah, no.
Well, like it can't go back down?
It doesn't seem to show up when I move it. I don't know. It's dumb, but like I don't know why that broke just now.
Are you using a Huawei?
No, I'm using an iPhone 6.
Excuse me?
A Huawei.
Huawei. It's a type of phone. It's a
Find the energy crystals.
manufacturer.
We'll find Dr. Huawei.
Wow, I never made that connection. It works though.
That's what I'm here for. Robert's here as well. Hello, Robert.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Well, since you asked, I'll answer. It's going pretty well, but when I cranked the intro up to 200%, I remembered that I had trouble falling asleep last night because of a very tinny ringing sound in my ears. And I decided maybe it's not worth giving myself lifelong tinnitus to play the intro at 200% as a joke, so I cranked it.
Yeah, and Children of Men, they say that's a frequency that you'll never hear again. And I've never looked it up to find out if that's true.
No, I'm pretty sure that that's actually true.
Oh, okay. Well,
like I'm pretty sure it means that the hair cells at that frequency have been permanently, like, you know, like a crop circle, the wheat's all like pushed down to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like that. Like they never come back up.
Both sides of the frequency spectrum get shortened as you get older, right? So then you can only hear the middle.
Interesting.
I can't. Oh, by the way, we're gonna play Mount Your Friends 3D. So I guess before we banter, we'll get the lobby set up there, and then we're gonna play some golf, and then we're gonna play some Pinturillo.
You know, we have a docket for games. We should have a docket for banter too.
I feel like we definitely do. It's just not spoken.
Well, what do you want to talk about first then?
It's Marvel movies, airplane stories, food. Those are the prime three. Then it's general inconveniences is the big four.
Well, I mean, I feel like if we're going big four, Cum's gotta be among the big four.
Cum is among the minor inconveniences category. It's just kind of round.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have no Cobalt today. It's his birthday.
He was here for a second, and then he left, and we're all confused by that.
He did join us momentarily, but I think like he's taking the day, which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, like it's always fair, because you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why Dan and Austin thought it was okay to go in the NLSS room. That's not right.
In the NLSS Discord.
It has a thing on it that says by invite only, and they were just in there. Who invited them? There was no one there.
I sent both of y'all invitations.
You can't just do that.
Our Discord structure behind the scenes, if you look at the back end jQuery, the real NLSS room has got an emoji that says do not enter.
Yeah.
And then it says invite only, and then there's stream 1 and stream 2.
I looked up how to copy paste emojis into that title so I could do that.
I don't know what they've been doing that they think they're in the NLSS group now instead of stream 1, or dare I suggest stream 2, but it's getting a little too big for their station.
How do I join this? I forgot. Oh, play online and then...
Yeah, play online, private online, find friends.
That's my mistake.
Yeah, invite doesn't work.
I mean, it's really Steger's mistake, but...
Yeah, Steger.
Originally, Mount Your Friends was going to be on the docket either way, Steger, so don't take this as a slight. Originally, we're going to play indie shooting roguelite with multiplayer co-op Synthetic, which Nick and I both played last night and had fun with.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then apparently it doesn't work.
The multiplayer doesn't function, but the single player is pretty cool, and I don't mind. I would probably play that at some point.
I watched the Steam page of it, and it actually does look pretty interesting.
So, it's good. It's a lot like Nuclear Throne meets Receiver or whatever that game was called from Wolfire, the first-person shooter where you had to like look at the clip to see how many bullets were left.
It's just
and then,
like eject the clip,
properly.
reload the clip. It's not like nearly as deep as that.
Yo, but it's got some active reload.
Yeah, it does. Find by password because it's not getting me to find friends.
Are you online?
Let me check. Maybe I'm not.
You were
not. I'm not. I thought I changed it. Find friends.
I'm gonna give you a suggestion. I'm not gonna tell you that you have to do it. But instead of always being offline, have you considered always being online, but just deleting every friend you have that you never want to be bothered by? Myself included, even.
As much as I have considered that option, ultimately it wouldn't leave me with any friends then because like everyone I know is streaming and goes on and offline over and over again.
I have people on my friends list that I've had on since like 2012 when I was more naive and was just like, this person said a nice thing about my Isaac episode. Sure, I'll add you. And then there are still some people that exist from that era because they haven't used it improperly. Dude. And then there's some people that I'd be recording an episode and they'd be like, hey, Egg, are you recording right now? Winky face. And I'd be like, I'm sorry. But you're now cut.
I had to block.
You've been cut from the list.
I had to block messages on Discord for that reason as well. It was just like entertaining for people to just be like, "Hi, let's talk," and I was like, "What?"
That's the Reddit introduced that. Like, I don't know if you guys have gotten inundated with like the Reddit chat requests.
No,
I'm one of those.
Yeah, I think it's like rolling out, so it's in beta. That's going like it's gradually rolling out to the whole site. So I have like 20 unread chat messages, and so you go to Reddit, it's like flashing red icon, and I click on it, it says, hey, Egg, you poopy, ha ha ha, and I go, block, please. Not because they're being, abusive, but just because it's an inconvenience, It's a drain on your mental energy when you go, oh, somebody's got an important message. Haha, bald boy.
Regarding Steam, I don't hold it against the users. I think it's actually Steam's fault for not having a mode that allows you to have no messages come up while still being online.
But there's a way you could turn off the notifications for people coming online,
there
right?
isn't.
Really?
I've got every notification off, and there's not a way to remove the last couple that still show up.
That's really weird.
I have the issue where when I use Steam overlay, if I turn it off, some games require it in order to invite people to the game.
Right.
So it's just like there's no perfect solution. So I always, if I'm capturing something with display capture, it's always like 1 a.m. Mathis is playing Stardew Valley, and you're like, Mathis,
still doing that?
Go to sleep. It's crazy,
dude.
Man.
I mean, side note though, I really want that game to get multiplayer.
Yeah, man.
It's soon.
Yeah.
I know they've been saying that for years, but it's in final testing now, so.
It's weird that game came out more than a year ago, actually, because it is now in the realm of years, I guess.
Which is 2, 3, somewhere in there.
2016.
Yeah,
it was March 2016 because I remember I was not in the country. And then this game popped off, and I was like, well, better luck next year.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Definitely worth playing if you haven't tried it.
Great game. It's really,
Plus, they got all those
good.
sweet mods where the ladies actually get naked, right? So
Do they?
Yeah, they also have mods where they turn all they turn all the characters into anime characters instead as well. That's another one.
I thought they were.
They're pseudo anime now, aren't they?
I was gonna say I'm not doing a bit. I thought Stardew Valley was already a little anime.
I kind of thought so as well, but I think they make the eyes bigger and then
make them sparkle.
Make it look like anime where they're looking into 4 different light sources.
I see.
That is how you make them that shiny.
Right?
On the same topic, I actually have a sort of ignorant question about Japanese culture that maybe you could entertain me.
I love
Ohio.
I'm wondering, and correct me if this is even not even a thing, but I'm under the impression that there are still a lot of Japanese people who sleep on the floor on a mat.
Yes.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah. I see that in anime.
I believe that is correct.
Is there a reason for that? Is it comfortable in a way that I don't understand? Or am I just super Western and think that's stupid? Why would I assume that?
I can't say. I've slept on a tatami.
Yeah.
In a Japanese hotel a couple of times. And it's okay, but after a couple of days, you're like, I want a bed. And I don't know if it's because I've slept on a bed my whole life. But I will say, when we went to Korea, Kate's dad came with us, but he stayed with his sister, and his sister sleeps a lot of Korean people sleep on the floor as well, because there's underfloor heating, and then you just put a little kind of sleeping bag sort of thing on the ground. He slept like that for 2 or 3 days, and then was like, I'm getting a hotel because I need a bed. This is crazy.
It was actually born from me just wondering, maybe I'm just doing it wrong? Maybe it's actually great sleeping on the floor and I just don't understand?
I mean, it's got to be good for, room, having...
Yeah, you could just roll up your mat and have a whole room then.
Yeah, your bedroom could also become, I don't know.
Like a den.
Another room.
Yeah.
That you could do something with.
Yeah.
Or you could sleep in the living room, I guess, is the alternative.
Yeah.
So it's like a functionality variation. That makes some sense, yeah.
Plus, ever since the bed manufacturers unionized, there haven't been enough to go around, which is really why they're making a concerted effort to lower the birth rate.
Oh.
Is because they're like, we got to shrink our demand for beds,
right?
Or we're never gonna get any sleep again.
Dude, like, I kind of have always wanted a. So there's a bunch of different gimmick beds. There's like a water bed, and but one of the gimmick beds that I've always kind of wanted to have was a Murphy bed.
Oh, it goes into the wall.
Those are so cool.
Like an ironing board. That's the kind where whenever there was a movie, somebody would go and they'd lay down on it, and then it would spring them into the wall, and they'd get stuck there.
That's part of the fun, right? Because you don't know what could be behind the wall.
Yeah, it could be some cats back there.
Well, then you got to put a bird in there, and then more cats.
Right, exactly.
You don't feel like maybe a Murphy bed is like having a bad wall and a bad bed?
Well, see, that's the thing that I don't understand about Murphy beds is because like typically when people talk about them, they're usually like bad beds, but like, do you need a special kind of mattress for a Murphy bed? Can't you just put like a good mattress?
It's just the platform, isn't it?
That's what I thought, right? So like, it shouldn't have to be a bad bed.
I don't know why this is so good. Somebody in chat got me. They just said in all caps, Betty Murphy, and I went, yep. That's the end point.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah, that's where we stop that joke.
No, you can't do the next part of that line on that. But
well, I see like there's this, and I've seen these ads on American TV too, so I know that they exist. But they're like a king size bed, but it's split down the middle, and then there's a motor in each side that you can use to prop up one side of the bed, and then the other side of the bed can lay flat. They always do an ad, and it'll be like, my husband likes to sleep flat, and I like to sleep sitting up. It's John Wayne and his life partner, apparently, in this ad. But and they're always like, this is perfect. And I'm like, yeah, well, why don't you show me some live footage of your wife cranking the bed up at a foot? Yeah, exactly, like 3 in the morning.
Well, then they have the modernized variation, which is the sleep number mattress, right? And that's where your wife might prefer it softer than you or harder, and then maybe she prefers it heated or cooled as well, if that's an option. It's got to be some radiation.
Has anyone ever gone on one of those sleep number beds? Does it like 2 questions? Does it work? And also, why?
And do you remember your sleep number?
Well, that too, yeah.
I've never
69.
been to a mattress store. I have purchased maybe 2 mattresses in my life, both of which were at IKEA. But I've never, when they always show like, oh, the Sleep Country mattresses, blah, blah. There's like a warehouse full of ghost mattresses you can lay on and go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ghost mattresses.
I've never been there.
I've been to mattress stores before, but I've never bought a mattress at a mattress store, though.
I have.
What, do you like, you shop there and then buy it on Amazon?
Well, I mean, like, I've been there with, like, my parents. But, like,
Oh, okay, yeah. You've never driven the bus.
Yeah, like, I've always, like, bought mattresses, like, online.
I'm limited by how much you can take home in a smallish car, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Mattresses are the item you strap to the top of your car, and I'm not about to take responsibility for that when it falls off in the highway and then everyone dies.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like from an optics standpoint, I'm like, I grew up near a town that had like 120,000 people. There were like 4 mattress stores. And I was crunching the numbers, like, how many mattresses? They must sell like, I don't know, maybe like 5 mattresses a day? 10 mattresses a day? That seems pretty low.
They probably got like a whole PR metric thing that they're trying to work out, like De Beers, where they're trying to sell mattresses and convince people you need one every year because it's going to destroy your life if you don't.
Right.
Well, they already have like the best marketing pitch that they can use all the time. You'll spend
great study, Boston. Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't just accidentally click on the other room, guys.
You don't. There you don't.
Hi, Boston. I love it. Yeah, they always say like you spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. I actually agree. Like, I think a mattress is one of those things.
Yeah, spend money on it.
Yeah, it's worth putting money in. The same reason, like, I've been going to HermanMiller.com and going like, am I really gonna spend $1,500 on a chair that looks like it's just from like an office? Like,
honestly, the chair might be more worth it than the mattress because it's really.
I believe you, absolutely. Yeah. But you know, I struggle when I look at those Herman Miller chairs. Everyone goes, they're so good. They're like amazing for you. They're ergonomic and like incredible. But I look at it and I go, this is a $1,200 chair.
Right.
It doesn't look like a. It doesn't look like a custom Winamp skin.
With chairs, like I don't know if I trust like people on the internet with chair quality because I mean, like granted, I don't have one, but you know, all the rage is those racer chairs that make you look like you're in a car.
Careful now.
And I'm just I mean, I don't know. People still unanimously say that they're amazing.
Don't alienate us from 85% of Twitch, please.
Well, yeah. No, I'm with you. Like, I have a DX Racer chair. I've had it for like probably 4 years now, and it's good. It was a huge upgrade over I was using like a dining room chair.
Yeah.
And my ass was sore every day.
I was on a stool at one point.
Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy. So, like, I'm not upset with it, but I think the older I get, the more I'm, like, a little embarrassed when I'm on camera. And I have this racer chair.
Dude, I'm with you. I felt that way already with just a leathery kind of weird one like that. I wanted the chair to disappear, really. I didn't want the chair to even exist.
I mean, when I see streamers in it, it looks like oh they have a bed that's shaped like a hot rod. That's what's happening here. I
think they're fine.
Yeah,
they recline. They got good back support, but yeah, that's the thing. Is like you know, it's not a cheap chair. It's not like you went to Office Depot and bought like a $40 chair or something like that. And it lasted like 4 years, but it's probably time whenever we move, we'll replace it maybe with something a little bit more long term.
Just go mesh. You're gonna be so happy. I followed the bear upgrade path, and I went mesh, and I'm not regretting it.
Almost 100% sure I'm gonna end up getting a Herman Miller.
I didn't even get one of those. I just got like the next step down from it, and I'm very happy with that.
Do they come with a lifetime warranty? A Herman Miller is like it's like the Ferrari of office chairs or something.
It is. It's actually like $1,000 American anyway for one, and they're extremely comfortable. I've sat in one before. They have them at the recording studio my mom works at, and they're great. Really? They're just extremely expensive.
Right. Well, I mean,
if they have a lifetime warranty, I'll just fuck it up like once every 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so here's the thing though, with mesh chairs and cats, you got to be super careful because like one stray claw will wreck the thing.
See, I mean, you know, like you do spend 1/3 of your life on your bed, right? And for us, you spend like another third on those
chairs.
Close
to 2/3, really. But
yeah, well, for me, yes. Yeah.
Roll out of the chair and into the bed, and there's the other third. No legs anymore. We don't need those.
Look, there's not a lot of.
Do they take away your chair if you ruin it? Yeah, to keep up the brand appearance.
Well, I don't want to out Corey, but Corey got a mesh chair, and then all he could talk about for like a month is that every time he farted, the mesh like
filters
cut
it.
up.
Yeah,
it cut up the fart and then like distributed it way faster and more evenly throughout his office.
That's a really strange thing to focus on. I'm not gonna lie though, it does do that.
Yeah, it's a relevant concern for me. I'll admit.
That is pretty funny.
I'd rather have a hard plastic one that just reflects the fart back up your anus.
It's doing double damage to your pants then.
Yeah, it's doing double damage to your intestines.
I don't think farts hurt your intestines.
I don't know.
Your intestines were built to hold farts and distribute them.
Yeah, that's
if farts hurt your intestines, then I'm gonna die, probably.
Yeah. Well, we're all gonna die eventually, Rob.
Well,
probably not of farts in our intestines, but you know, we let those out when we're done.
Yeah. Did you guys see that self-driving Uber killed a jaywalker?
Yeah.
For real.
Did he deserve it though?
So for real, I've been following the story because it happened on Monday, I think, or Tuesday, and I wanted to bring it up. But the police released the video of it, and the jury's still kind of out because it was like people immediately were like, we got to get these self-driving Ubers off the road because they and there was a human driver, but the human didn't react in time, blah, blah, blah. They released the video and it's like the dead of night and this person just steps onto the road. Somebody in the Reddit comments, and again, who knows, all right?
Right.
But they did the math and they were like, well, they popped out. It looks like they were about 75 feet away from the vehicle. So given human reaction time, like a human being also would have no chance to stop this car in time to not hit the pedestrian.
Right.
So it seems like, at least from the armchair analysis, the self-driving car, I'm not saying it's in the right. Like if it had the option, it would have been better to not hit it. But it seems like the self-driving car is faultless right here.
Here's one thing that I'll say about the whole self-driving car killing jaywalkers and all that. The one thing about a self-driving car that I would say is that if I'm getting in one of those, I don't want there to be a chance that the self-driving car just decides to kill me.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So I understand the perspective of like, you know, kill the jaywalker if you have to. Because like, if I'm in one of those fucking things, I don't want it to be like, well, rolled the dice and you lost, mister.
Yeah, but paid like, you know, 70 grand for a machine that'll kill you.
If you pay the 70 grand, your life should be prioritized over the person who didn't.
Well, yeah, it's a weird ethical gap to be like, I'm gonna buy
mostly
something that could choose to kill me to save somebody else's.
No, I've considered that. It's crazy. I don't even have a good opinion of that yet because it's all too big.
I think people get wrapped up a little too much in the idea that like we're living in Will Smith's iRobot world.
Rather that than Will Smith's Bright World.
Or Will Smith's Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, he wasn't in that one. But
same thing.
But where it's like, well, the robot doesn't have emotions and therefore it wouldn't be able to make the compassionate decision.
You can program emotions.
Right, yeah. And like, but the reality is like scientists aren't even gonna try to program emotions into a self-driving car. They're just trying to get like, they're gonna make it whatever the machine is capable of doing.
Yeah,
right?
like it'll stop as quickly and safely as possible. But it's not gonna hit its hey, nicely done. It's not gonna hit its you know, feelings module and then go into an algorithm to decide, you know, oh well, it looks like she's expecting, so we'll put another 10% in the like keep the jaywalker alive column and
right.
Well, my dude does smell pretty bad, so let's wait.
That's what I mean. Like in the iRobot thing, it's like, well, Sonny calculated the 15% chance that the little girl would survive, but a 34% chance that Will Smith would survive. So therefore, it shows that it's like that's not happening. It's just if it can stop, it'll stop. But I mean,
they've already sorted out the emotion issue. If you want it, all you got to do is contact Sony. They've still got thousands of emotion engine chips flying around from the PS3. Slot those in the cars, and you're good to go. I mean, look at Metal Gear Solid 4 that had all the emotions you could ask for.
I was thinking it should just be like, do facial recognition. This is all doable with modern technology. Do facial recognition, scan their face real quick, query the Twitter API, and see who has the most followers, and make sure that person is hit.
And then make a video about them having sex in a position that they wouldn't normally be having sex.
Yeah, that's what people are worried about with deepfakes.
Your car can make a deepfake of you?
They'll show you in a compromising position.
Oh god, what if your car decides you're actually not the person they want to live, so they slander you and make up an alternate reality? And then start proliferating videos of you on the internet doing illicit things, so you should have been the one to die.
I'm down.
That's a lot.
That's not a Black Mirror episode. That's like the AMC knockoff of Black Mirror.
I don't even have there's no good name for it that's like actually funny.
But I mean, you know, like speaking of the Black Mirror.
Whack Mirror.
Yeah, Black Mirror.
Moving right along on the scheduled banter train, by the way. It's a Black Mirror section.
We'll be hitting up Marvel soon, don't worry.
We've talked about the how that social score thing from the most recent season of Black Mirror, or actually the season before, I don't remember, but
season 3.
Oh
is like a thing in China or whatever, right? Or is supposed to be a thing in China. I was reading a little bit more about that. And it's interesting because it's not like as clear cut as it sounds. And like, it's possibly like largely American propaganda, but at the same time, they're all like, they are legitimately rolling it out in 2020, but right now it basically acts as a credit score.
This is one of those topics I'm gonna not have an opinion on yet.
I just don't know. It's weird.
I'm very economically ignorant, but the U.S. and I believe Canada too owes China like an astronomical amount of money, or rather, China owns a lot of American debt.
China,
yeah. They own a lot of American debt. What happens if they're like, pay us?
We print more money?
I don't think that's how it works.
I know it doesn't, but like, would we though?
Because like I know that the way it works is that China owns like $1 trillion of debt, so that America every year makes interest payments to service the debt. It's not like China's literally got like an IOU. It's like it basically just means America pays China, like I don't know,
right,
$80 billion a year or something like that.
Exactly.
What happens after that, though? What happens when the debt comes due?
Chinese repo men to the U.S. to start taking stuff.
Do they take back like California?
They take back Sunday.
Now, again, not an economist. Not
America becomes great.
Much like anyone in this call. But from my understanding of it, I don't think China even really cares to recoup the debt in that kind of way. Because
really? They don't want a bunch of cars?
Well, no, I mean, like they would, because essentially, like you could list like debt with America as sort of an asset, right? Making their currency more valuable.
It's like they own like a bond or something.
Right, exactly. So
every
like
year the government's like, hey, here's like another 1% of the principal. Or
our word is our bond.
Yeah. So like it's kind of more valuable to have the debt than have the money in a sense.
So you're telling me it's not like a Red Dawn situation?
I imagine not, but who knows? Maybe 5 years.
Can we hire an economist to be on the NLSS panel?
I could get Dennis in here.
Yeah,
he's an economist.
Actually, he's about to work for the Fed. Last time I talked to him.
We gotta get Dan in, man.
Yeah.
Big D.
Yeah.
I took Econ 101 by correspondence, so.
Chat, you don't even know. Like, once you hear Dennis talk about the economy for 15 minutes, you're gonna be in love with him.
Yeah, Dennis is.
He like hypnotizes you with facts.
I always love having long conversations with Dennis. I mean, like most of any kind of economic knowledge that I have is comes from like 5-hour-long conversations with Dennis while eating like absurdly high in sodium Russian food. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like
Nick wants that dick.
if we ever needed like a lot more money immediately, I mean, couldn't we just do what like Roman oligarchs did and debase the currency and stuff and fuck us over long term? But
say print more money.
Oh, you mean like what Zimbabwe did like 10 years ago?
We could shovel Deutschmarks into the oven to stay warm.
Yeah.
It worked once, right?
I mean, it's not like we're prime. Well, maybe we're primed for economic collapse. I don't know. But like the Canadian dollar 2 years ago was really bad compared to the American dollar. It was like one American dollar is like 1.35 Canadian dollars, which was fucking sweet. It was so nice as somebody who lives in Canada but gets paid in American dollars.
Yeah.
It was like getting a 40% raise for no reason.
Yeah.
But now they're talking and in hushed tones. I read an article that was like, it could be a Canadian dollar is worth 60 cents of an American dollar by the end of this year. And I was like
a reversal.
Well, no. It's the same. I just did them in the opposite side of the operation here. But like, I was like more quietly, I said, fucking sweet. Because I was like, that's going to be awesome. But at the same time, that starts to approach a level where I'm like, is like a loaf of bread gonna be $9?
Am I a war profiteer?
Yeah, well, I'm not. I may indeed be benefiting from economic weakness in my country, but I'm not causing it, I think.
I mean, maybe you are. You're basically outsourcing.
No. Well, they're gonna. My job could be done by. I'm killing your economy, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
I took a hardworking job away from American citizens.
Yeah, you took my job, you son of a bitch.
Back to the pile.
on a similar vein, like there's a common thread of sentiment in the Jets subreddit, because obviously New York City's pretty liberal. I also am obviously fairly liberal myself. But our owner is like pretty tight with Trump to the point.
Your owner? Oh, not the owner of New York City.
No. The owner. You mean China? No, but the owner of the Jets is Woody Johnson, and he is the ambassador of the UK.
His name is Woody Johnson.
Yes, it is. Isn't that?
Why did that go by both of you?
Oh no, it hasn't gone by the Jet subreddit at all. Don't worry about that. Yeah, but yeah, so Woody Johnson's the ambassador to the UK, and so like the common thread of sentiment is like, would it be wrong to vote for Trump because the new guy, head of football operations, is doing a pretty good job while Woody's away?
I see. So you would vote for him in the hoping that he continues to not be able to run the team.
Basically, yeah.
All right. That's an obvious
right
solution, but I see what your point.
Yeah. Yeah, so same kind of vein there, I think.
Oh no.
You guys liking this emote that I keep posting?
Oh yeah, like puking.
Oh hey.
It's got a watering mouth.
I don't wish that my economy fails. Like when I vote, I'm not voting like, yeah, this is the worst thing for this country, so that I can profit as a result of it.
It's betting on the down stocks. It's not right.
I vote for what in my heart and head feels right.
You know what that means, Ryan?
What?
It just means you're a bad capitalist.
You think so?
Yeah. That's what a good capitalist would do.
Dude, I wake up, and this is like a slight exaggeration, but the Canadian federal election is in like a year and a half roughly, and I just know, dude, it's gonna be US election 2.0, 100%. Already seeing like photoshopped memes of all the candidates, quotes they didn't actually say.
Yep.
We're gonna elect this guy with the power of meme magic. Here's
fakes of them pounding a dude.
Here's Justin Trudeau wearing a hijab, holding an AK-47. Oh fuck, we're 18 months out.
Yeah,
it's already percolating. For the past like 2 years or so, I've been like, it's nice. Our neighbors down south went through like a fucking nightmare, and we're up here having a decent time. And now it's
well, it already happened in France in the last election, right? And that was like a month or two out from ours or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, I don't know anything about French politics, but like from what I read online, like wasn't Macron like the most centrist that you could ever have? And he was painted as like this this guy who's like trying to vote in Sharia law or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's an easy go-to.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Sharia law.
That's a weird
up here we have Shania law.
Oh, I want Shania Twain to give me a tuggy, but not everybody gets what they want. Yeah, I'm all for Shakira law. I'm down with that. Yeah,
she's Colombian.
Mm-hmm. Instead of saying like oye oye in the courts, it's gonna be Shakira Shakira Shakira.
What the fuck is oye oye?
You don't know that? That's a thing that they say.
Is that?
Yeah, that one.
That's ole.
Like oye oye is a thing they say in court, like at the beginning, like a hear ye kind of
in Spain or
no here.
They say oye oye in America.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of movies based on John Grisham novels, and I have never seen oye oye. Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure like it's a rule or anything, but
you keep saying it a little weird. Are you sure you're not saying oh yay, oh yay?
No, it's a Spanish word. It means hey.
Oh, all right. I don't know this one.
Does it have an upside down exclamation point after it?
I don't think so.
It's handy that lets you know it's an exclamation on both sides of the sentence.
What does the upside down exclamation point even mean?
It lets you know ahead of time that the sentence you're about to read is an exclamation.
Oye, more rarely with the word stressed at the beginning, is a traditional interjection said 2 or 3 times in succession to introduce the opening of a court of law, especially in Great Britain. Ah, okay. The interjection is traditionally used by town criers to attract the attention of the public in public proclamations.
The last time this was used is in the 1800s, Rob. Traditionally used by town criers?
No, the term is still in use by the Supreme Court of the United States.
Wow.
At the session, the marshal of the court crier, announces the Honorable Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of the United States. Oyez, oyez, oyez.
Oyez, 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 oyez.
It's just Google it.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You guys have a town crier? Like, does New York City have a town crier?
They have a lot of weird people that stand on the corners and yell about stuff. Does that count?
Yes.
So yeah,
you got the naked cowboy. I know that guy, naked cowboy.
They got the man that looks like he's made out of silver.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Is he a living statue?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, my hometown, no joke. This is like one of the things they're pseudo famous for. They had a town crier, and he won the World Town Crier competition like 7 years in a row. Huh. And it was like not the #1 news on the news program whenever the championship happened, but it was like #2.
That's weird.
It was always like, oh, well, there's been a shocking murder on north of Princess Street. Also, the town crier won again. And then it would be him ringing a bell going like, hear ye, hear ye.
But also Princess Street?
Yeah, we got Princess, Queen Street, King Street.
Nice. Nice.
He might have been the only participant, as far as I know, but... Don't get down on yourself, Toronto. Not only do you have Toronto Spider-Man, you also have Xanta. Is he still around? He was an incredibly jacked...
No! Let me out!
Oh no! He got his shoulders locked in.
Breaking on the wheel.
You gotta cut it off. Use the pocket knife.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
Xanta was a... he was an incredibly ripped...
Santa
It's
Claus?
not Santa. You're going to hear me. You'll know what I'm saying. Xanta is an incredibly ripped, possibly mentally unstable man in the Toronto area who wears no shirt and wears a Santa hat and just goes around doing push-ups in front of people.
That makes sense.
My friend my roommate in university told me like he went to their school one time and just started doing push-ups out in front of the school, and then they had to call the police to get him to go.
How did he do so badly that round?
Oh man.
I won.
Nice. Good work.
The one thing, Steger, I will say about Mount Your Friends, is a little anticlimactic when you win by not making a move at the end.
That's how like 90% of the...
That you should have to beat your next score, like your highest score, in order to count the victory.
Yeah, the kill confirm.
Tie.
You got to do the tower one last time.
It's like in horse, you know? You still got to sink a shot to win in horse.
So if you miss, I assume then everyone takes another shot?
I don't know.
That would take forever.
No winners then?
That's Steger's job.
You just make it like a tie.
Yeah, then every game's going to be a tie. I don't know.
That's possible.
It's Steger's job. Just do it, okay?
Yeah, Steger, come on now.
Server wins. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
All hail King Server.
You could put a big robot in it.
Irony that Mount Your Friends is anticlimactic.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I get it. I get it. That's good. Good.
You guys going to go see Pacific Rim Uprising?
I never saw the first one.
I'm not going to go see it in theaters, but I will see it.
Reviews are... well, I'm going to say that reviews are mediocre because it's over 60 on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's one of those, like, 10 critics saw it from WeLoveRobots.com.
Yeah.
Like, well, you just leave your brain at the door and you'll have a good time if you're not a snob.
60 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's higher than your professor, right?
So speaking of from the perspective of someone who actually really enjoyed the original Pacific Rim,
same.
This one is not directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of lukewarm on the idea of it.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it. I'm probably not going to go to the movie.
Trailers were like not.
Yeah.
I also really like the first Pacific Rim. I actually think that it is one of those like leave your brain at the door sort of movies. So I'll be a hypocrite. And I was like, it's fun and it's well paced and it's got a good cast.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I took out of it. Oh, it's at 48% now. I guess it was 63 or something when I looked yesterday.
Yeah. What is the original Pacific Rim at, out of curiosity?
It's got to be like low 70s or something. Like,
I could see that. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think even if you are not particularly biased towards the genre, which I am, I'm heavily biased. I like giant robots. I like giant monsters. But even if you're not, like, I feel like it's still entertaining. You know, still an entertaining movie. The only thing that takes me out of it is the main character does like a pretty bad American accent.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know,
he gets a sword in this one, right?
He had a sword in the last one.
Oh, did he? Okay,
did.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they only use it under dire circumstances.
Oh,
yeah,
does it like use up all the energy of the city or something?
So, well, like they're in outer space, and then she pulls out the sword and she says something. It's extremely anime. She says something in Japanese that's like, "This is
Katawa Shouju," and then like cuts everyone in half.
Like basically, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. So, Chet's now, we're divided over Ready Player One. I'm going to be honest. I kind of want to see it for two reasons. One, Steven Spielberg. Three reasons. Two, used Rush in the trailer. And three, every self-righteous fucking nerd on Twitter took a dunk on it, and now it has like an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes, and you still, even without having seen it, have to be like, well, this is why it's poisonous to society. So, I think I'm considering, might just go see it.
You talking about Leg? The movie called Leg?
Yeah. I'm talking about Leg.
Have you seen the list of characters that it's supposed to have in it? It's got like 100 video game characters.
It's like a Wreck-It Ralph sort of.
They were saying like this would make a better Smash Bros roster. Why don't we get this?
Steven Spielberg doesn't make video games.
He made E.T.
Is it directed by Steven Spielberg or is it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like if Steven Spielberg's directing it, I have pretty high faith in that. Like, I know it's like kind of a meme that, maybe meme's not the right word, but like when you think of like a traditional director sitting in a director's chair, you're thinking of like Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Like, but like legitimately, he makes like really good movies. So
he's like, he's consistently entertaining.
Yeah. Like he's just a good filmmaker. So like, I don't know, I'd be down to watch it.
It's giving me weird flashbacks to Wreck-It Ralph, which I know this is a controversial opinion, but when they just start putting a bunch of video game references in it for the sake of doing so, doesn't quite make me laugh.
Wreck-It Ralph is good, though.
I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it.
Sorry. I know I'm going to get shit on for saying that, but I didn't like it. That's now my persona, though. Like, I just don't like anything, so it's fine.
You like Tower Heist?
Yeah, Tower Heist is great. There haven't been a lot of great movies like that.
Can anyone give me the last 3 Spielberg movies? There's like War Horse, which I did not see because it's like. I didn't see
that either.
No, I'm not that kind of guy. And he did Munich, which I didn't see.
Munich is really good. You should watch
I heard it was great, but instead, like me, Malf, and another friend of ours went and saw King Kong when we could have seen Munich. And I was like, dude, King Kong was pretty dope.
Yeah. It seems that beauty.
Oh, we got a jump here, huh?
Sort of, yeah.
That's a jumper.
What? Oh, Bridge of Spies? Yeah, so I haven't seen a Steven Spielberg movie since like 1998.
Oh, I've died.
He's...
Oh, rip.
Oh,
you get 40 seconds of reserve. You probably get like one more jump.
Nah, Super 8 is J.J. Abrams.
That's J.J., yeah.
Yeah, haven't seen that one either. Not that kind of guy.
Right.
I have not seen it either. It did not look particularly interesting.
It was better than I expected it to be. It was like kind of lame, but it was good enough to hold your attention for the whole movie, and then you just go like, all right, it's fine.
You know, here's one thing I'll say about J.J. Abrams. Like, as a person who is typically like a detractor.
Come on!
found footage. I don't think found footage is usually treated well. Actually, Cloverfield was pretty good. Like it's okay. Good. Yeah, like it's fine. Like it's not as bad as people said it was.
I agree. And the sequel was like 5 times better than it, and also probably as good as anything in that series is ever going to be. Sadly.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that other one is fucking pretty garbage. To be honest,
I haven't seen it yet. I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah. It's like the problem with what was the name of Cloverfield Paradox is like, I mean this is kind of spoilers, so but you know, kind of sorry, but
good try. Oh, you didn't die,
dude. How do you get up here?
You just gotta jerk it and throw.
But like the problem with Cloverfield Paradox is it started doing like some cool weird science fiction things, and then it just like decided to evolve into like typical boring tropish normal sci-fi, like humans are the villains kind of sci-fi, and it's just like
but what if the humans were the villains the whole time? No one would see that coming.
I've lost my confidence. Fuck! Just go higher. Oh, well.
Rip. Well, looks like I win, boys. Because I didn't have to try this part.
That's a good point. Why wasn't Super 8 as popular as Stranger Things? Because they were very similar.
Were they?
Yeah, they were both kind of like pseudo-80s about some kids and some paranormal stuff. Well, alienish paranormal stuff.
I thought Super 8 did well. I thought it was like...
Probably did.
It was a big movie. I don't remember. 7 years ago.
It I don't know. It probably did well. I could see it. I think that in the modern era, long form narrative is much more beloved than film, in a sense that like people are kind of exhausted by movies these days, in the way that like everything is a sequel and everything is.
Okay, now we're entering the Marvel part of our conversation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Ready Player One isn't a sequel.
True. Yeah.
Well, and, Ready Player 2 will be. They're gonna call it that though.
Marcelino Donavant.
I think largely people have higher views of long.
Oh, what? I kind of want to put that on my head.
Of shows you can binge watch these days.
Yeah.
Is it largely because of the hype cycle around each individual IP and product versus when you're watching on Netflix, it's just there. There's no expectations, there's no pre-realization phase, you just watch.
I think movies are fucked because there's no place for like a mid-tier movie anymore.
Yeah.
Like most people are okay paying, $12 a ticket or whatever to go see a Marvel movie that they know has a reasonable chance to be decent and will build on like this universe they've already invested time in.
Right.
And then there's a smaller audience, but still large enough that is like, hey, I'll go watch like Oscar nominated sort of like art housey films that I know are going to be amazing. And, I can only see them in like 12 major cities in America or something like that. And then there's like, who's going, like I see these movies coming out and I go, who is going to pay $12 and go watch like this Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn movie about them being Google interns? That's like, there's no need to see it on a big screen. And, it doesn't have good reviews and their track record has been pretty bad lately. And you're like, there's just, I don't understand how those movies like exist anymore. And I guess that's where things like MoviePass come in. But I would be all over that in a heartbeat if we had it here, but we don't yet.
I'm okay with some like not the highest tier movies. Like Molly's Game was actually really good.
Yeah.
And probably nobody cares at all about that movie, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
To your point, I mean, look at the two massive blockbuster franchises that are happening like every year in America, at least, is Star Wars and Marvel. And, both of those are kind of just like really high budget TV shows that take a really long time in between episodes. It's all like one long story arc that takes a lot of time to tell the story of.
And will never ultimately pay off because we always want to make more.
Right. So I mean, like,
that's slanderous.
Is it? Is that not exactly what comic books do?
Dude, okay. So like, as much as people are like Marvel, and I can't believe we've fulfilled this self-fulfilling prophecy, but as much as people rag on Marvel movies for being like the same thing over and over, and it's true, you know, like a lot of the origin movies in Marvel are very similar. Like they follow the same beats. But Infinity War is something that's never been done before. It's like they took a decade to build up a cinematic universe, and then we're like, we're gonna pay it off now, and hopefully like burn half of it to the ground. You know,
the payoff was just seeing them in the movie together, though.
No, they're gonna kill Iron Man.
Are they gonna kill Iron Man?
Iron Man, Captain. I think they should kill like half of them, wipe them out.
Now that they're together, they should all be killed.
I know people are like, NL's a shill. Name another franchise on Earth that has spent 10 years building like this shared lore.
Take that away from you. That's totally true, but I just don't know to what degree that matters.
Well, okay, hey, it's a Steven Spielberg contemplative Tom Hanks movie. Like, you can be overly reductive with any genre at this point.
I'm talking about the difference, though, between beginning, middle, and end in one self-contained chunk versus what is like 25 beginning, middle, and ends with no ultimate beginning, middle, or end. Maybe just lots of beginnings.
You know, it's a shared legacy. Like, it's a meta story that it travels through the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I really, like, I know people have kind of come to this side of, like, being very cynical about the Marvel movies coming out every year.
That's just me.
Like, no, it's really not. There's a lot of people that are very cynical about Marvel these days, and I think it's fair. But I still very much enjoy them for the most part. Like, and I want to watch them.
If Infinity War comes out and it's garbage or even just like not very good, it's gonna be a problem. Like that's where people are gonna be like, you know, the Marvel enthusiasm is gonna hit the breakers and just like scatter on the beach. I think. You know, they've had a really good run of form for a long time, but if Infinity War sucks, that's the one where people are like, if they had 3 years of terrible movies and then Infinity War killed, people would prefer that, I think, to 3 years of great movies and then Infinity War being mediocre. So,
you know, the thing is, I think we're just talking about two separate topics in a way, because so when I watch Rob's movie night movies, we kind of hold them on a different review score because we kind of hold it to be that most of them are pretty average or bad. And I'm not saying Marvel movies are average or bad. I just don't review them in my head the same way I do meaningfully told stories. It's an entertainment property. It's there to make you go, wow, that was exciting. But it's not there to make you think, clearly.
To a very large degree, you're right. But the one thing that I will say about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, at least in its inception, like with Iron Man 1 and when they started kind of piecing it all together, the one thing that made it such a popular property is because it was a bunch of artists got together who really legitimately cared and were passionate about the property. Unlike you remember when we were kids and there was like a comic book movie like a Batman or something else, and they were just fucking garbage because like Tim Burton like famously said, no, I've never read a comic book and I never will. Like they're conversely, like, these guys really care about the property, and that like is good. It's come through, I think, to a degree.
Dude, how crazy would it be? Like, would it bring you back to the idea that Marvel movies could be bold if in the first 15 minutes of Infinity War, Thanos just like ripped the head off T'Challa?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Like Black Panther made $1.3 billion at the box office 2 months ago, and Thanos just fucking murdered him in a millisecond.
That would be pretty funny.
I think people would be like, holy shit.
Revenant,
these guys aren't fucking around.
Revenant in my chat just gave me an amazing moment of self-awareness, saying, you're talking about how much you care about the integrity of art while playing a game about huge swinging dongs climbing each other. I genuinely lost touch with that for a moment, so thank you.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, the two prevailing theories right now that I've seen are like, Iron Man's gonna die or Captain America's gonna die. Like, both of their contracts have run out, and they've maybe expressed that they're like, I don't really want to be Iron Man when I'm 90. It'll be a little weird. So hey, it's good to get out in like a way that's meaningful.
Well, let's wait until the 2018 election and see which one of them dies, because it might be America.
Fucking kill Doctor Strange. Or kill Ant-Man and then be like, hey, remember the new Ant-Man movie that's coming out this summer? It was all an elaborate ruse to throw you off the scent. Do that.
Or just go, we stepped on Ant-Man, but actually he didn't die. We reveal later that he's actually just smaller than ever, and he's coming back.
No, that's a real comic book thing. You know, like the Blob ate the Wasp, but then the Wasp was reanimated when they found a Krypton crystal or something. Yeah. It's all like...
Batman died for a year because he got shot in the head by an assassin, but really the bullet sent him back in time to the early 1800s.
The magic bullet we finally found.
Yeah.
Ant-Man is gonna crawl into Thanos' head and expand.
Aren't they? They're making us. I mean, maybe this is just a rumor, and I actually don't think it's confirmed. But like, weren't there rumors of like legitimate rumors of them making a Squirrel Girl movie?
No, they are making it.
They're making.
To the best of my knowledge, they're making it.
What's Squirrel Girl?
She is a girl. Her powers are she's friends with squirrels.
Yeah, she's like a Spider-Woman, kind of.
Yeah.
Why?
She killed Thanos in the comic books.
she beats Doctor Doom with her squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom's like metal and shoots lasers out of his hands.
Yeah, he's got like you know, arcane esoteric magic.
Does she team up with Rocket Raccoon?
You know, I don't know.
Dude, I also like sometimes I'm like, the reason I like the Marvel movies, and I get like I love watching snobby art house shit all the time, but I love watching Marvel movies in the theater because they're almost always pretty good. It's just like and again, there is that investment, almost like a sunk cost fallacy, but hopefully not of the fallacious variety, where you're like, I need to know what the post-credit stinger is going to be, and is Thor going to show up, and you know.
I just want to say that there's a middle ground though between what you said and art house pretentious stuff. Like there are movies that are just kind of like good without all that added baggage.
Tower Heist.
Spotlight for one.
Well, you know,
that's art house though. It won Best Picture.
That's what makes it art house.
To some extent, I think.
To a degree,
all right, but bad example.
Like Return of the King.
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because like there is sort of there's a difference, and granted that difference is kind of blending away a little bit in recent Marvel movies to a degree. But there's a difference between Michael Bay's Transformers and Iron Man 1.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Like there are some like yes, they're both over-the-top action movies with, you know, huge properties that are fun and it's supposed to be enjoyed by all audiences, all that stuff, right? But like there is a certain level of skill and passion that are put into these Marvel projects a lot of the time that you can totally see. And it's not built the same way as like the you know, the oral explosion that you get from Transformers, and oral, not O-R-A-L. Yeah.
I do like I agree with Nick more than I think you would believe that I do, in the sense that when you go see like Superman movie, the superhero movie 2, you're not like, I wonder if superhero is gonna die in superhero movie 2, right? Like when you go see this is all spoilers, when you go see Black Panther, never for a moment are you like, I wonder if T'Challa dies, because you're like, nah, Infinity War comes out in like 2 months. Like obviously he's gonna, whatever he has that causes conflict, he's gonna prevail.
They can kill him and bring him back. Like that happens in superhero stuff all the time. So death doesn't mean death.
I think if they do that in Marvel movies, the normies like me are gonna start to check out. I'm being real with you.
Okay.
When Tony Stark went to space and he came back, and I was like, I don't know. I mean,
it's a pretty solid metal on the suit, I think, right?
Yeah, it's got like oxygen stuff in there.
How did they deal with the flames when he would go back through the atmosphere? The suit just took care of that?
Well,
Yeah, I
in
think so.
Infinity War, they've been introduced to T'Challa, so he's going to retrofit his suit with vibranium, which is incredible properties that allow him to interstellarly travel.
All the secrets of the Marvel universe are kind of like, here's a metal we didn't know about.
Well, yeah, but
Thor's got one, Wolverine's got one, Black Panther's got one. Everybody's got metal.
Vibranium is the strongest, though.
Stronger than adamantium.
Is,
Yeah.
It could punch through
stronger than
Wolverine's
adamantium.
skeleton.
Yeah, and then it could heal him.
What about Thor's hammer? Can it crush Thor's hammer?
See, that's what we gotta find. I want to see a scene where T'Challa tries to scratch Mjolnir.
What about the Infinity Stones? What are they made out of? Is it hard?
Nobody knows.
So
Pure
this is
energy distilled into a.
That's one of those things that's actually going to be kind of interesting with Infinity War. Is like
how hard are the stones?
Since no, but like for a long time, like the main arc of all the Marvel movies is centered around the Infinity Stones shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna do? Like at the end of the Infinity War movie, like, it's kind of gonna have to close that arc, isn't it?
Nah.
You don't think so?
I think they've got movies planned until like 2030.
Yeah, they do.
I think they're like we've already got the next arc.
Right. Yeah.
Like people like me are just we're just learning about like the myth of the Infinity Stones over the past few years. There's probably a bunch of absolutely ridiculous stuff in comics that Marvel Studios will sanitize and then
they could do Secret Invasion. That might be a thing. That would be
the one where Hulk turns into a zombie. Do that one.
No, dude.
That's
like,
a what elf. What if?
What elf?
Who cares?
What elf?
It's a wood elf.
They could just remake Logan, but actually commit to the story where it's all Hulk and She-Hulk have formed the base of the American South's population through prodigious recreation.
Like Voltron, or
no, you know, like they just had a lot of babies, and then
okay, yeah.
So
it's Hulk's descendants that are the villain.
I think I understand now. So Dragon Ball Z is a story about hard men becoming as hard as humanly possible, and Marvel is a story about stones and metals that are harder than each other, and which one would be the strongest at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah.
There's a certain degree of that. I mean, did you see in Civil War when Iron Man shoots his laser beam at Captain America's shield and they get in that anime battle?
Yep.
Yeah.
What
you've
else,
got
dude?
Every popular movie franchise has to have a two-colored laser battle. Star Wars did it, Harry Potter did it, Marvel did it. Give me another one. I'm sure there's a multicolored laser battle in it.
Dude, I'm all for beam struggles. They should put beam struggles.
Yeah, they have a name.
Movies.
I forgot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm very salty about not having a beam struggle in a Dragon Ball Z video game in like 10 years.
Wait,
like,
you're telling me the new one doesn't have that?
No, the Xenoverse doesn't have it.
No, Fighter Z. We don't beam struggle in Fighter Z.
No, there's no beam struggles, as far as I know. Anyway, maybe there are. Maybe they could be, but like I don't think so. I haven't seen one.
This is an appropriate conversation about the hard men when we're climbing hard men.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Chat, tell me that's wrong, right? There's got to be a beam struggle in that.
I'm thinking about it, and I like haven't played it, so it's not really productive. To be honest with you,
I haven't seen it at the very least.
Well, whether it's in there or not, it's a great game, but I want it to be in there anyway. There's not.
I do.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I do like that. Like when I first watched Harry Potter and they had that beam struggle, I was like, this is the most Dragon Ball Z thing I've ever seen in my life.
Where's the beam struggle in Batman?
Oh, I don't know.
There's one in there, right?
Well, the struggle is in his mind when he decides to
light
murder
versus
those
dark.
people. Oh, yeah. There's a constant beam of lightness and darkness.
Right, exactly.
And green.
What's green?
That's the Joker's
That's the mystery
influence.
element?
That's the Joker's influence.
Oh. Because the Joker's always trying to get into his head.
There's beam clashing in Fighter Z where the beams cancel each other out if they hit each other.
Close, but that's not really. You know, that's not exactly what we meant.
That's not a beam struggle. That's not a look. When Gohan fired the father-son Kamehameha and Cell's super Kamehameha, they didn't fucking just cancel out. All right.
Why do you turn into like a New York Transit Authority man?
That's my Dragon Ball Z voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just like. It's not like I feel for them because like in Hollywood, you know, I'm sure you're mostly doing okay. The investors will lose the money. It's not like Owen Wilson's gonna go bankrupt.
I hope not.
From his movies not doing that
He's
well.
worked hard. He deserves to be okay.
But I look at like some of these movies and I'm like, how do you make money? Like hey, The Hangover was really hot 10 years ago. We made like a much worse version of it. And the hook is it's The Hangover, but they're old. And it makes like $11 million at the box office. You're like, yeah, of course it made $11 million at the box office. Yeah, I'll spend, $10 on a ticket and maybe, another $10 on snacks to go watch Las Vegas or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you make a movie today unless you're making a kid's movie or a Marvel movie, pretty much, or like, Disney, When I see a kid's movie, I'm like, 100% I get it. There's that new movie coming out, and Chat's talking about it. It's called Sherlock Gnomes. You know what the hook is? It's Sherlock Holmes, but they're all gnomes. Yeah, that's it.
They just did a gnome movie recently,
in a kid's movie. Yeah. That's the only thing you need is like, hey, it's like a popular story or fable, and then they're all gnomes or animals.
They just did Paddington Bear, and then the one with the rabbit. I thought there was a Romeo and Juliet in there. Juliet.
Paddington is a masterpiece.
Is it?
Though.
I don't know.
That's what I've heard, at least.
It's like it's kind of like that one movie about Peter Pan, right? Like it's one of those kind of situations where. Oh no! You know what? I'm thinking of Christopher Robin. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one about the creator of Winnie the Pooh, right?
Yeah,
creator of all life.
Christopher Robin.
Right.
What do you think about?
I got pissed.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. Because I could have watched that on the airplane and I didn't, and now I think it's on Netflix. As are some of the movies I actually watched on the airplane, and I was like, the Netflix priority is so much lower than the airplane priority. If I had known I could watch The Hitman's Bodyguard on Netflix, there's no way I'm giving 2 hours to Korean Air.
Dude, right on schedule. I was just going to remind us we were about to transition into the airplane part of our bit, and I was looking for a segue, and you took care of it. Thank you.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. What about the food on airlines, am I right?
Can you imagine? They feed you up there? Wow. What's that like?
Yeah.
How do you guys choose which meal to eat on an international flight?
Spur of the moment.
Yeah.
I choose whichever one does not have pasta in it.
Don't they all have pasta in?
No, like... Nick, don't you say pasta too.
I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to do.
Oh God.
I'll take whichever one does not have pasta.
What's wrong with pasta?
I've had airplane pasta before. I don't really like it. I'm more of like the airplane potatoes and airplane rice. They turn out as a reasonable facsimile.
Facsimile, yeah.
Yeah, reasonable facsimile of the original. And I'm just not sold on airplane pasta yet.
Yeah, airplane risotto is a pretty good facsimile.
You flying coach? They gave you risotto and coach?
I got it was like beef, and it had mushrooms and like a little side of like kind of okay risotto.
Jesus.
This is the Norwegian Airlines, man. They give you okay food over there.
That sounds pretty good.
It's like a small portion, but it's fine.
Probably dead, but let's try. Yeah, there I go.
What do you think about that movie, Cock Blockers? Have you seen that?
What? No.
It's a picture of a chicken, and then it's actually called Blockers, but it's implied that it's called Cock Blockers as a picture of a chicken.
Cock Blockers movie.
It's basically like a gender reversed American Pie, where all the women on the show want to have sex at the end of prom, and the parents try to stop them.
Okay, let me blow your mind.
What?
On review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 91% based on 22 reviews.
What? Well, are you sure we got the same one?
From what I can see, John Cena is in it.
Rob.
Oh, is this me? Fuck.
Were you Googling John Cena?
I was looking at Blockers. Oh well. Fuck. I'm boned.
Yeah.
When 3 parents stumble upon their daughter's pact to lose their virginity on prom night, they launch a covert one-night operation to stop the teens from sealing the deal.
So I guess it's good?
Apparently, it's good.
That's...
All right.
All right, well, the whole premise of the joke was to bring it up so we could take the piss out of it, but apparently it's good, so never mind. I don't know what else to say.
There's no way it's actually good, right?
It premiered at South by
lie.
Southwest on March 10th, 2018.
I do want
It's like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there's no critic consensus as of yet.
I mean, it only has 22 reviews.
And
so
it's got
like,
22 user reviews, yeah. so
it's early, but still, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
You literally can't get much better than that. Plus, it's a Seth Rogen-produced movie, so how could you go wrong?
It has a 5.1 on IMDb.
Yeah, but IMDb is... Don't even get me friggin' started.
All right.
On IMDb user
I won't.
ratings.
You can move on then.
All right, let's play some golf.
Okay.
Nice.
No.
Which one are we playing? Oh, hello.
Golf with your friends.
Okay. Whoa.
Although
professional mounter and master.
I may have figured out what's wrong with my Golf It.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
I believe that it recently turned VSync off in one of its updates, and that might be causing the problem. But I'll troubleshoot that off camera.
That's fair. It's an Unreal Ed game, right? So you could test it in other stuff, maybe.
What do you mean in other stuff?
Other games that use the same engine in the cause that maybe that would give you.
I don't think it was
hints?
an Unreal update. I think it was like Golf It did an update and changed the default VSync toggle.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Jess has a good point in my chat right now. She says, the thing is, the ad is like, hey, there's loads of boys coming of age movies. Now it's the girls' turn. And then she says, yet it's about their parents trying to stop them having sex. I don't remember seeing that in any men coming of age
Yeah,
movies.
no, it was Eugene Levy sitting down and awkwardly talking about how you should probably have sex with protection. That was what it was.
There's none of them are about parents stopping their kids from having the sex.
Having the
Did
sex.
you see?
Having the sex.
Speaking of reviews, did you see what's getting good reviews that comes out next week?
Cock blockers.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Yeah,
Has an
and we talked
80%.
about that. Yeah. Motherfucker.
Did you see me call it in a Bloodborne stream 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
And okay,
I was watching that.
I just wanted my
Nice.
I wanted my credit.
That's Spielberg. It's a good bet.
Yeah, call it
That's
leg.
what I said. Everyone's dunking on it. Trailer looks okay. It's Steven Spielberg. Like, well, the book's bad. I will invite you.
Please do.
Oh, I love this game. Can invite now. It's nice. So I don't know. Have to look at all the racist names of the
Yeah.
lobbies.
Oh no! I
There's a
put.
lot of them.
We have to rejoin. I didn't put the overlay up when I made the room.
Oh, just
Loads
start
of
now.
boys.
We're all in.
No,
full
they can
joy.
still join.
Oh fuck! All right.
It's called Loads of Boys. Loads of Boys, and then it was the password was
Loads of
Reddit.
Boyd.
That's.
Isn't there a prominent character named Boyd in something? Is that from...
Probably lots of things, honestly. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
Wait, aren't you thinking of the actor from Dumb and Dumber? Or am I crazy?
Oh yeah, Lloyd Carey.
Yeah, his name is Jim Carrey and he's Lloyd.
Who's this?
Lloyd's of Boyds. The second one of those is still probably the saddest thing I've ever seen. The
Dumb
two
and Dumberer.
Dumberer, the old men doing the young role where they're stupid.
Yeah.
Wait,
That was
but
bad.
I don't understand. Because that describes both of the sequels. Are you talking about the
The
second
one where it
movie
was the
with
real
the original?
actors that came back.
Oh,
yeah,
that one,
that's
okay.
Dumb and Dumberer.
No. That one is Dumb and Dumber like 2.
Two?
Electric Dumb Aloo.
I thought Dumb and maybe it is Dumb and Dumberer.
No, that's
Dumb Harry-
Dumber and Dumberest.
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber is the one where they use the new actors.
This is apparently very difficult to figure out, so I'm going to search it.
Plus, the book was trash.
Dude.
Yeah, it's Dumb and Dumber 2, spelled T-O.
Did they have a novelization of Dumb and Dumber? Because I really hope they did.
Sure.
Also,
My
you seen
ads
any
are still
movies
going.
lately?
Nope.
Oh, they're gonna miss a whole one of Pirate Cove.
66 seconds, guys.
80th time.
Hang
Get my
on.
tickets to Infinity War though.
Yeah, dude.
Who you seen with?
My roommate.
Captain America.
Nice. You seen it with Captain America?
Yeah. Chris.
Christy.
Oh, all right. You know what?
You're going with Chris
50%
Christie.
Pretty good.
Chris Christie, Captain America.
Same thing.
Captain New Jersey. Yeah.
When we were driving into Champions of Fire from the airport, our driver kept calling him Fat Boy. Like, this is something I've noticed in the U.S. is that any person giving you transportation will just assume you're intimately aware with their local politics.
Right.
Like when I was in California, they're like, well, we gotta get this. I don't even remember who the California governor was at the time. They're like, we gotta get him out of office, don't you think? And I'm like, I don't know. I landed like 9 minutes ago. Yeah, Fat Boy really fucked up the traffic problem. And I'm like, you're lucky. I spend so much time on 538. I know who Fat Boy is implicitly.
Should make friends with him and buy out a bridge for you if you need.
Is it
Chris Christie?
Yeah.
I'm actually curious, like in other countries or like in Canada specifically, like is it also like cab culture that your cabbie tries to start a conversation with you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking on the cell phone to one of their friends or fellow drivers.
I hate
the best
that.
idea ever. It's a great idea. We should do live NLSS coverage of the 2018 election.
Oh yeah, that'd. Woo!
Like anyone's gonna vote. It's the midterms.
Which you, by the way, fucking should. Chat. Everyone should vote in the midterm.
But voting doesn't
Super
even
important.
change anything anyway, Rob. Why bother?
Should I vote in the midterms, Rob?
Yes, you should.
I can't. I'm not an American
You're in
citizen.
Europe.
Didn't you see the videos of the Russian election? The lady could just put balloons in front of the camera.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you call up Putin
Just
and
do
congratulate him yet? Because everyone's supposed to.
Ooh.
No.
No, but for real, please.
I had in
vote.
all caps written on my monitor, do not congratulate, so we're good.
I thought you had all caps on your monitor. Do not vote.
I have that too. That's on the third monitor.
Dead inside.
Don't ask us on the second monitor. I can't tell you.
Well, 3 monitors, and you say that you're not happy with where America's at.
Isn't that the joke though, that TVs and monitors are like the cheapest thing and everything else is more expensive now? Like food has gone up in price over the last 10 years, but TVs for some reason are really cheap.
Yeah, everybody would always use their tax return and buy a fancy new TV, but now the TVs are cheap, so you can't brag about that anymore, I guess.
I mean, like, I have a big TV in my room. It was like $200.
Oh my god.
Yeah, TVs are not that expensive. Like if you get like an OLED.
Hole in one.
Yeah.
It may be, but
No, Life told me that TVs cost $30,000, so
You can get that TV that's like a flexible, like fluid kind of thing you put over your thing and it stretches and then you got like a sound bar under it. Don't quote me on that.
Shit.
There's like a membrane TV now that is movable.
I think that's just the OLED, isn't it?
It's extremely expensive, whatever it is.
are you
I
kind of screwed if you make TVs now? Like, what's the TV market like?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I imagine it's got to be fairly similar to the mattress market, right?
You don't buy one very often.
Right.
Once you have one, you're usually good for, you know, at least
several
5
years, yeah.
let's hope more than that.
Now
But,
you gotta
like,
buy one for every kid though, right? So if you have a lot of kids, you gotta buy like 5.
people are having less kids than ever, though.
That's
Damn
true.
millennials. Just
Yeah, I mean,
described a condom.
We bought a TV in 2014. By the way, I'm starting to age into the average demo of like North America. So I'm starting to think I'm not out of touch. I'm starting to think pretty soon the country's about to be touched by me.
You're the one that gets to be mad about everything.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm just saying my behaviors may soon become the norm if we're lucky enough.
If you're in the
it's
majority,
just
you get to
locker room
condemn all
talk.
minorities for everything you don't like.
Okay, so I'm not touching 500. But the thing is, like, we bought a TV in 2014, and we're both in agreement. Like,
You and the
we may
TV.
never, well, me and Kate, we may never need another TV, at least at the present moment.
they'll
Maybe
break it with the
technology.
firmware
When they release
updates.
8K.
Okay, when they release 8K, I may well be interested. But
Dude,
like between phones and monitors these days, tablets, I'm like, I don't need a television.
You know
As
what?
much.
Here's the thing about TVs, and I think maybe this is why people still have the idea that TVs are expensive, is because if you're buying the cutting edge technology in TVs like 4K and OLEDs, like, yeah, those are actually still pretty expensive. But if you just like buy the last generation, it's cheap as shit. And the thing is, there's kind of no point to buy like 4K when it just came out because like nothing was running it anyway. Like you could watch like a CD that came with the television in 4K. Oh wow, that flower looks really high def. That's pretty cool.
Maybe like an eighth of the channels I turn it to on like digital cable are still running in 4:3, which is crazy to me. So
that is weird.
Isn't there a TV on Amazon that you can buy? It's like $100,000.
That's hilarious.
It's like a Sony like 90-inch super TV.
Maybe that's the membrane
like
TV I'm talking about.
Dude,
by the way,
you know there's somebody in chat right now that paid like $3,000 for a 20-inch flat screen in like 2004, and they're still just riding it. They're like, no, dude.
It's fine.
No, it's good.
I mean, one of my monitors actually I've had for like over a decade.
Is it a CRT?
No, it's what that era called flat screens.
Oh, okay. So it's still kind of thick.
Yeah, it's like pretty thick and like 40 pounds.
Oh, it's got like a chunky back, but it's not a CRT. That one, it's like in the middle.
It's chunky, but it's still like a flat screen.
There it is, $114,000 on Amazon.
Is it a membrane?
Wow. Is it a projector or?
It's an 84-inch 4K Ultra HD 240 hertz 3D Smart LED HD TV.
So it has all of the acronyms.
That doesn't even explain to me why it's worth that money.
Well, each one multiplies the price by like 1.4.
Oh, it's exponential.
So, yeah.
It's let's see. You can buy the 58-inch version. Let's see how much that is compared to the 84-inch version.
No, like the price goes up exponentially with the inches. Like I've looked at like you can buy like a 40-inch television, which is massive, by the way.
Still huge.
Yeah, like you could buy one of those and it'll be like $200-$300 if it's like brand new, like maybe $500. But if you go up to like 60, it's like several $1,000s.
People treat it like if you don't have a 60-inch, it's not even worth talking about. And I've never even seen one that big.
Dude, when I lived with my grandparents, my grandfather had a 64-inch not flat screen TV. It was before flat screen TVs came out. It took up like a quarter of the living room. And then it was so heavy you needed 2 dudes to get it inside of the house. And then the viewing angle is like 10 degrees. If you're not sitting directly in front of it, all you see is ghosts. Yeah.
It's called the wallpaper TV from LG. That's the thing I've been talking about this whole time.
Ooh. You just like paint like a conductive surface wherever you want it.
Dude, I'm realizing why the market is the way it is, because a lot of people in your chat are saying 40 inches isn't big.
It is.
I have a 45-inch TV that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
It is. It's like it's almost the size of my wingspan. Like that's huge.
You have wings?
Yeah.
We do call it wingspan. That's so weird.
It is pretty weird.
Well, it's because humans can actually fly, but the deep state keeps us from being.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Grounded by the man again.
I hate this level. My TV is a 55-inch 4K, I think.
That is huge.
That's massive, yeah.
I got it when I was working my old job, and I had a lot of money that I didn't know what to do with. So I was like, I'm going to buy a new TV, and I'm going to buy one so I don't have to buy one for a very long time. So I bought a really nice one. I mean, it's like $2,500. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah. That's not terrible. But again, like that kind of shows, like it's the inches that really make the cost go up.
It's the inches that matter.
My main one is a 32-inch, and it was just when 1080p was affordable. So I think probably like 2008. Still runs fine. Still looks good. Don't really have any complaints. But that's not my computer monitors. That's just my actual TV.
Yeah. I use a TV as a computer monitor. By the way, pro tip, if you're buying like monitors for your computer, just get a fucking TV. They're like cheaper for some reason.
No,
really?
Yeah.
They're cheaper because they're not like, if you want like a good monitor for gaming that has all the 144 hertz, all that nonsense, that's actually not nonsense, it's good, you should get like a, get like an Asus or something.
So this might sound fucked up, but I looked at a picture because I was looking up stuff about Dark Souls. And I was on the Dark Souls wiki, and I clicked on like a link for Havel the Rock, right? And I looked at the picture of him, and he looks like shit. It looks like a Game Boy Advance game or something like that.
Oh, yeah, he's like a bunch of weird bloated gray polygons mashed together, right?
Yeah, and I remember
real weird.
playing Dark Souls on Xbox 360.
It was amazing.
Before it came to PC and being like, this is gorgeous.
It's never getting better than this.
Right.
And now it looks like trash. So I don't want to get a 144 hertz monitor because I'm worried that it's going to be so good that I can never go back. So I want to be the last adopter.
We're actually at the point now where I think 360 era graphics kind of start to look like PS2 graphics, which is real weird.
They look bad.
They look pretty bad, yeah.
Oh fuck.
I don't know. The monitor I have, the Asus, it's the one everyone gets, the 144 hertz Asus one. It's really good, and I recommend that everyone get one if you can.
But I mean, like, what? Okay, realistically, what is that giving you?
144 hertz, which is, it makes the games just look way better.
Okay.
It's the high refresh rate.
I believe that, yeah.
That's really it. It's just the refresh rate. 144 hertz is just really good.
Yeah. What happened?
Just the
way you said
it. I don't notice it anymore, but going from 60 to like 144 hertz is like, what have I been missing my whole life?
Really?
Yeah, and that was with Dota.
I don't know, man.
So like you also really need a powerful computer to use 144 hertz. So like you're starting a chain.
You just need a good computer. I don't think you need a crazy one. I mean, mine's like 3 years old.
Digital Storm.
Cyberpower PC.
Ah.
Which apparently everyone says sucks, but this computer has never had a single issue, and I love it.
I had an iBuyPower PC, and that was fucking garbage. So,
but they
I don't know about
sponsor
Cyberpower.
the esports teams.
Do they?
iBuyPower, yeah.
I believe it.
Do you? Thought you buy
God,
Digital
I believe it.
Store.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Get me out of this level.
Oh, he's in. All right, Austin, no pressure. Oh. Oh no, he's over the edge.
Great. So you know what? I have an idea. What? He hit me and took a stroke.
Yeah, that happened to me too, by the way.
Yogs around. Let's go.
Yog Sarone.
Is that his
Whatever.
name?
I got a 69. That's
Sounds
all.
like
Yog
alcohol.
House rules, he wins. Yeah.
How the fuck is he? Oh, Hearthstone. I was gonna say. How do you know who Yog Sarone is?
I played Hearthstone.
I know. I thought you were referencing Wrath of the Lich King for World of
Did you
Warcraft.
play Magic the Gathering Arena? Is that what it's
Yo,
called?
Ryan, when we hitting up Artifact?
When it's out.
Cool.
When is it? Is it? They did previews recently. It must be like sort
I
of.
think they said next
en route.
year. Early
Have they
next year.
shown any gameplay of that?
Yes, they just showed it like a week ago.
Does it look good?
It looks interesting. It's like you have like 3 lanes, like in Dota, and you go.
Oh no, it's Elder Scrolls Legends.
I don't know.
Wait, didn't actually the thing called Scrolls do that?
Scrolls had.
was like
I mean,
a grid, wasn't it?
yeah, it had like 8 lanes or
It's
something.
been a million years. I don't remember.
Whatever
Yeah.
happened to Scrolls? I remember people were pretty high on that.
Not
when it
much
came
happened
out.
to it.
They scuttled it like maybe 6 months ago.
Oh, really? Wow.
It was a
I really fell
scuttlebutt.
from grace.
Yeah, it was like decent for a while.
Oh, I've killed
We played
this
it on
hole.
one of the earliest NLSSs.
Mm.
I don't think I had it.
I
Right there?
might have.
Oh.
Weird.
I can't play this game anymore.
Yeah, this
That's
map,
good.
it's tough, dude.
I hate this first hole. The first hole is so garbage.
I usually just slide it right in, and this time I can't.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't get it in.
Dude, you know what's speaking of like 144 hertz and like, you know,
I'm gonna
60
stroke
frames
out.
and all that. Watch there are videos online of Avengers with interpolated 60 frames per second.
Mm.
It looks so fucking weird. It
Yeah,
it looks like you're watching like a reality TV show shot on a DSLR. Like it
Oh.
looks awful.
we'd go to like the department stores in Korea and we hang out in the electronics section because this was like I didn't have a smartphone, so we'd just be hanging out there. These K-pop music videos would be on in 60 FPS. It looked like CGI. Like
Yeah.
it just my eye was like, I don't understand how to interpret this.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks
it's
too
weird.
Yeah, it's like a
All right.
permanent uncanny valley.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
are movies in usually? It's like 40 something.
24.9
Jesus.
or something.
Well, I mean, that's about what the human eye can see. So
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's like 24.6 or 9 or something like
that's
that.
wild because like you can notice a 30 FPS game, but you don't notice a 24 FPS movie. Why is
It's
that?
usually because of the inconsistencies and the stuttering. If something's consistently the same frame rate, you kind of get used to it after a time.
And then, like, I think the other thing, right, is that like you notice the frame rate a little bit more in video games since you have inputs.
Interact with them.
exactly.
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
Oh. Don't deflect me this far. This Ancient sucks.
Yeah, it's just like hole
Yeah, I
one
know.
wasn't that great. I like the rest of it.
I don't like this one, this hole either. There's a couple that I like on this though.
Well, on the upside, the level editor's coming out soon,
Oh.
so we'll have other options.
Wasn't that coming out soon, like a year ago?
Well, I've been following the dev streams, and they're actually going to post it in the next 2 weeks. Or they're shooting for that
Yeah.
anyway.
Hey, Ryan, have you ever said a word correctly before?
Wow.
Got him.
This is why nobody likes America outside of America.
We
it's not a
love
political
America
thing.
here.
They think they invented the English language.
I mean, we did.
We are find it.
Hey, if video games can like have two categories for English, which is English and simplified English, and we get
That's a fake image, Rob.
No, I've seen it in a game.
No, that
No,
is
they
not
do
real.
American English, UK English.
I've seen simplified English in a game before.
I don't buy it.
I straight up have.
If you
I'm
say
like
it extremely low, it must
95%
be
sure
true.
that is fake news.
I have seen that in a game. But anyway, yeah, we're allowed to say that American's a goddamn language, yet goddamn freedom hating.
This is a dialect
hippies.
for sure.
Freedom hating
Would disagree with that.
Freedom,
garbage
man.
people.
Please.
Wow, I got a par. So that's a par. That was so good though. Fuck you, game.
Austin, I got so many comments on that Sea of Thieves video, the
Oh,
first one, that were like, hey, this game looks really good.
No.
And then people that watched the NLSS were like, just so you know, they all actually hate it. So and I was like, good. Now my hands are clean. I didn't have to get in the comments and be like, hey, I know we had fun with this game, but it's all a lie. It actually is bad. And we didn't know until later.
Every second that passes, like in the day, I hate that game more. I think it's even worse. It's
I
just
really,
so bad.
I know like the feeling of the story that I'm about to tell, but I was looking at like the Reddit review thread for it, like that aggregates the.
I just looked at that like 5 minutes ago.
Dude, it's so good because it's all like no verdicts and then 5s and 6s, right? And then one dude.
It was
gave
like
it a
9.2.
9.3.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is a magical experience, and I was like, I know exactly how that dude feels because Tumbleseed exists.
Apparently, I
But-
looked into the comments. Someone went into like that review's website and looked at more of the reviews for him, and like all of them are like all 9s or higher, and they're all like,
yes.
insane.
So he's just like an excited kind of like hobbyist,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
fine, but I don't know if it should be included like on Metacritic.
Classic.
Yeah, it's like I loved it because it was actually like the Metascore or something is like 58 or 60, and then this guy's like 9.3, like game of the year potential. It's like, dude, you are gonna catch incredible flack, and more about it. Stick to your guns if you believe it, but like you're gonna be the lightning rod for this one 100%.
That's it. I mean, like the only thing I've said already, having not played it, is that is such a disappointment for that game. It's such a good idea. I wish that a game did what that attempted
Well,
to do and failed.
I'm actually really glad it failed because it won't give No, it won't give Microsoft the idea that having games exclusive to the Windows Store is a good thing, and they should back off that idea.
One thing we haven't even talked about, but a lot of other people have talked about, is that the Windows Store is horrendous.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not
in a way.
surprised by that at all.
I didn't even know how to buy the game until it's a certain point.
Hard to buy games, hard to like add people as friends. When you add them as a friend, you add them as a you put them on your followed list, and then they have to reciprocate.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
like yeah, you can invite the party and invite the game. They're two different things because it's on like the antiquated Xbox architecture or something. It's just bad.
This is the one thing that I don't understand. Like, look, I understand that people have this thing where they're like, well, Steam shouldn't have a monopoly. It should be okay for other people to have launchers and shit. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. But why are they all fucking garbage? Like, they can't get the basic things going. You know how many times I tried to buy a game on Uplay and I had to spend like an hour trying to figure out how to input my goddamn credit card info?
You're not gonna love this, but like the Epic launcher is okay.
Oh no, I actually agree with you.
It was nice. I turned it on. I downloaded Fortnite, and I'm never opening it again.
Yeah, unless you want to.
It's okay.
I don't even know
Like,
what else you would play, so they don't need to make anything else ever again.
They got Unreal Tournament on there.
Origin is better now. When it first came out, it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Origin's alright.
And I'm mad.
Developers found a bug.
Oh yeah, my least favorite part about the Microsoft thing and the Xbox app is that when I turn my computer off or I put it to sleep that night, I turn it on the next day and it had signed me in to a new Skype account with my Windows account and had signed out my other Skype account.
Great.
I'm just like, what are you doing? Why can't you just let people do things? Why must you take things into your own hands, Microsoft?
I don't know, man.
Is there a way to put the ball back on the track again somehow?
You can press R and reset it.
Doesn't.
Oh, you've broken it real good.
Yeah,
Apparently, if
that's
you land
broken.
on this exact pixel, you can't shoot or reset. So I'm stuck for a minute.
You're hanging out underneath the level for me.
Oh,
like,
on my side, I'm
you're
at the
on the
very
edge.
last edge
like on the edge.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Skype. Why are we using Skype? Good question. Great question, chat.
It's not for us. It's for Mathis.
Yeah.
And Rob.
No, I'm down. I
down? Okay, good. And then we can just
already
fucking-
said I'd switch even the last time we had the
Then
conversation.
it's all Mathis. Go yell at
The
Mathis
thing
on
is,
Twitter.
Don't like we'll move to Discord, but it's gonna take me like probably a year to actually check my Discord messages.
Yeah.
Sometimes Corey sends me Discord messages and goes, "Hey, did you get my message?" And I'm like, "Oh, is that what that one down there on the Windows bar has been for like a day,
Yeah,
or 3
I'm
days?"
in like 7 rooms, and they're all
Yeah.
gonna give me a red dot. That's it.
I know.
Just if you can set which servers you want to get stuff from. So if you don't want to get red dots,
And I have.
you just
But there's enough of them that I need red dots from that it invalidates the usefulness of the red dot. You see what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah.
There's no
but like,
specificity. I need a
I
purple
do
dot
agree,
for a
yeah.
certain room. I need a green dot for another room.
if you get a message though, you get one, right?
No, I just get a red
Yes.
dot.
I get a 1.
No one here.
I get a number if it is like
On my phone, I get a number. Is that what you mean?
Well, that's why I feel that same kind of like server paralysis. That's why when a game goes like, "Hey, do you want to join our custom Discord?" I'm like, "We just met. I don't want to get messages from you for the rest of my natural life. Are you crazy?" But I think I'm just 100 years old, and there's probably a way to get around that.
It could be that you
A
might
little more
need a
juice on that,
specific
Robert.
profile or like an ability to change accounts within your account to have this is my account for business and this is my casual account. That would solve the problem for me.
I need to also go into the files and change the sound because the sound mind floods me so much.
That's really easy though. You can do that.
Yeah. Like it just mind floods me so much. I hate it.
No, the Paladin server is still alive because I need to remember to do it when I have my phone near me so I can get the 2-factor code, and then I can finally delete the Paladin server from 2016.
The freaking pipe doesn't send me up anymore. It shoots me into the water now.
I just I put up with Skype because as annoying as it was, at least it was working. But now it's just stopped working. And Ryan will send me a message, and I just won't get it sometimes.
Because they've been updating it every other day, and if you don't update it, it breaks.
It's very bad.
It is extremely bad. It's so bad they should be embarrassed.
I just said that earlier. I was like, if you're on the Skype team, you should be unhappy with yourself.
That's what I said, that they're one moment away from kicking off the stool. They're like right at the edge of life.
What I don't get with Skype is like, what do the updates even do?
Dude, the most recent update, actually, it's the straw. I'm about to just
Is it stability and minor user improvements? Because that's usually what it is.
They just updated it. I don't know if you guys got it, but I no longer can see my Skype messages if I'm in a chat. So if I click on the NLSS room chat, I won't know if anyone messages me because I can't see it.
What?
They added Heston semi-recently.
Because now when you click on a chat, it takes the whole window. There's no sidebar that shows you your messages.
I'll be so mad because some people were saying well, it's like security updates. If they have fucking security updates for Skype, then they need to fucking stop. Because here's how.
I don't know.
No, because here's the thing. Here's how my Skype got hacked into, a couple years ago. He emailed Skype and said, hey, here's the first name and last name and the date of birth on the account. Can you give me the password? And they were like, oh, yeah, sure. Here you go. In email. And then when I emailed them and I was like, hey, there's a guy who's not me who knows the details on this account. Is there anything you could do about it? And they were like, nah. And it's just like, so, no, fuck your security updates. There's nothing that you're doing.
Yeah, maybe update
your program.
Update your employees.
I would like to unupdate that program though. That's just whenever I talk to Mathis, every time I say hello to him, I'm gonna be like, uninstall Skype.
How often do you really talk to Mathis?
That's a good point. Like every 2 months. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Oh God.
I'm in a similar boat. I don't know if this is, what I sometimes think is that for men of our age, we're lazy, and what we do is we mask that as being standing up for a cause. So here's my example. I completed my diploma requirements for my school 5 months ago, but I haven't applied to graduate and actually receive the diploma because I have to drop off the note, the form in person, or I have to fax it to them.
Ooh.
And I'm like, nah.
In person, though.
See,
That's an easy one.
You gotta be better than that.
Is there not a person behind an open hole in the wall and you hand it through?
I'm not. Yeah, I gotta drive a half hour to fill out a form just to give this person get what I earned.
It's a nice trip for the day.
I'm not gonna take Highway 1, dude. It's Mad Max out there.
Get out of the house, you listen to the radio a little bit. It'll be a chilling experience.
What decade do you live in?
You're in the car.
You listen to the radio.
You listen to the radio all the time. You're always talking about what songs you're listening to on the radio.
That's a good point.
I don't even listen to the radio. This was for you. You're the one that listens to the radio.
I don't listen to the radio.
Why are you turning this around? I didn't do anything.
It's not 1935.
I didn't do anything, Ryan. It's your radio. It's not my radio.
They definitely didn't have radios in cars in 1935. Well,
they probably had radios in 1935.
No, they had radios.
Oh, not in cars. Not in cars.
Not in cars, yeah.
Yeah, listen. Welcome to 93.3.
Welcome to 1FM. Anyway, the point is, I should do it, but I'm just first off, it's not that amazing of a credential. So there's one step. And then the second thing is you should really just let me email you a PDF of this form.
Christ.
Because this it's the year 2018.
Give me a DocuSign,
Sorry, what?
DocuSign.
You never had a
DocuSign. Okay.
Yeah, you never had one of those?
Give me a dog you sign.
A doc that you sign.
Yeah.
There's a rival, isn't there, that's not DocuSign?
Hello,
yeah.
I just saw someone in your chat named 8-Inch Pinch, and I was like, someone made an account with the meme from that one day. No, that was just, the meme was his account. That's I hate this. Get me out of this level.
Yeah, a couple of these holes are just like kind of unsatisfying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Praetor Anubis, I know how this is going to go when I say this. Okay. There are apparently websites you can go to upload a PDF that will then fax the PDF for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds all right.
My
That sounds
expected reaction
sounds
is
fine.
I'm not doing that either. No?
I would do that as long as the site looks reputable.
Oh.
If it's like, hey, email to fax.cz or something like that, I'm back away. I'll just drive.
It's Caesar Milan. It's easy.
Just insulted my whole Czech audience, but that's okay.
Should check on them.
Good one.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Chad. How am I supposed to fax it myself? Like,
How are you supposed to fax anything?
I don't have a fax, but just take a photo of it on my phone.
A lot
and
of
then...
printers have faxes built right into them.
Yo,
I'm amazed that faxes are still used, to be
It's a
honest.
business thing. They kept it alive like we haven't left Skype. It's the same problem.
Yeah, actually, that is a great analogy for that.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense when you put it that way.
Once
Go
a
to
bunch
the
of hospitals and
library.
offices use them, it's like you got to stick with it.
Dude,
know what
the
I would do?
NFL... sorry, go on, yeah.
I have to go to like a Holiday Inn and check in for a night and then be like, hey, where's your business
CZ
center?
in.
I'll go to the business center and I'll use their Windows 98 computer and fax machine to receive my associate's diploma in something software development. I don't even know what the A stands for.
Dude, like
Applied?
the NFL, like a multi-billion-dollar industry, they still use fax machines to like get trades, formalized with the league office.
The RotoWire.
Isn't that like it's so old it's like official, like the whole like nukes are hidden with floppy disks or whatever kind of deal?
I didn't follow that.
Like how nuclear codes are on like floppy disks and it's like unhackable, right? So like the older something is, the better it becomes and like being more official.
Is
that why they-
LoJack.
They've fit record players with Wi-Fi now? It's like, I don't really understand. Apparently, it's still a
Nuclear.
secure way of sending documents for HIPAA medical supply stuff, so that's probably why they still use it.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what you're saying. Yeah. It's interesting.
I think the reason you have to, like, the president has to fax the War Department in order to fire a nuke is because, when you see the first line, you're going to be like, oh my God, get the nukes ready. But by the time the fax actually arrives, you've had enough time to cool down and think about whether you'd actually like to fire them.
That's like when we used to have to look at porn on 56K internet connections.
Oh my God. And you choose pictures that were like, you try to prioritize the stuff you want to see is at the top because you know it's going to take 5 minutes to load, so you just get the first few bytes at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you just gotta hope that you didn't make a terrible mistake by the time it loads
Oh,
to the
because
bottom.
then if you back up, it's going to have to load the whole page again with all the preview images, and they're each going to take 10 seconds each.
Yeah.
Adds
See,
up.
Generation
that was
Z
such a-
doesn't get us.
Difficult problem.
You never had 56K?
Never looked
Dude,
at
I was
porn on
mad.
56K.
I had a 14.4 kbps.
14 porn.
14.4. I'm a professional, okay? I had a 14.4 kbps modem, and then my grandfather went to like a weird trade show that came to our arena.
28.
And as a silent raffle, he won a 56K modem, and I was like, "This is gonna be sick. It's literally 4 times faster." He sold it
No!
for like $100. I was
Oh.
like, you don't understand. You sold like hours of my time, hours of my childhood that I'll never get back.
Yeah.
Damn it, I can't play golf today.
That's a...
No.
Dude, we've said this before many a time, but I still remember the era without Google, and it sucked. It was awful.
I don't, because I didn't know that we didn't know that would be a thing, so
What,
I never went to a
internet
No, Google. Like, you never like, man, I wish I had Google because it didn't exist. So
You go to the
I don't
AOL
have the
chat rooms and
connection
ask
between
somebody.
it. This was a time I could use Google, and I didn't have Google. There's no.
I mean, I've told this story before as well, but like one time I had to do a project on George Washington Carver. I typed in georgewashingtoncarver.com. It was a porn site. Yeah. So
Oh my god.
there was no way to find information unless you had like, you know, search engine
By
research.
the time I had to do projects, we had freaking super old Wikipedia.
What's
And you
the
weren't allowed
difference?
to use it, but we used it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pro tip of using Wikipedia, just use the sources that Wikipedia uses instead of using Wikipedia.
Man, I bet you had to
as your
click on
source.
shit at that age, all right?
You don't even know what a citation is back
They
then.
like taught you how to
Yeah,
do that
sure.
in. I had like a college library class where they taught you how to research, and they basically told us to go to the sources on
They
Wikipedia.
told you to go to Wikipedia.
No, not to use Wikipedia, but to go to the sources because it was easy to aggregate that way.
Right.
I like how the big warning with Wikipedia was that it was like anyone can edit it, you could get wrong info, and that literally never happened until like 2013 when it became a meme to edit Wikipedia pages.
Oh, it's the people like they'll edit a page and then they'll take a screenshot of it and post it on Reddit and be like, "Look
Right.
what I found.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
And then,
athlete is a big poo-poo head because he signed a bad contract."
yep, that happened recently in the NFL subreddit.
Why didn't you even
Funnily
sign a
enough.
bad contract? That's terrible.
It's true.
How's he getting out of it?
Let's go.
Wow, that was a dunk. That was beautiful.
Then it's
fantastic.
updated in like 2 seconds. Someone
Yeah.
comes in and is like, Odell Beckham Jr. is not a big poo-poo head. He's an active wide receiver for the New York Giants.
He's an adult man with feelings, and he finds this to be very insulting.
I
Didn't he do
guarantee
something
they've
bad
got
again,
edit
like,
entries. that
Literally 2 weeks ago.
convert.
Did OBJ do something bad?
He
What
did
drop a
something,
pass?
didn't he? Chattel, I'm pretty sure he did another bad.
Eh,
Windows 10 just does not want to stop making that fucking noise at me. What did you do?
Did you turn off Xbox notifications in Windows? Just trying to help, but you know, no problem.
Xbox on.
No, I don't have to turn it on anymore. because we're
Oh,
not playing Sea
yeah.
of Thieves.
I do remember what you're talking about, by the way. Yeah, he was in bed with a hooker and doing
Oh, yeah, that's really, yeah, he did it real bad.
yeah, that was yeah. But I mean, in fairness, if you're a multimillionaire, are you not going to be doing coke with a hooker in a hotel?
I'm not gonna be doing coke with a hooker. I'm gonna be doing coke with myself.
Might get an indoor pool.
Had the chance and as the world it dance. Snun coke with myself.
No.
Dix.com used to be porn. Oh, I guess now it's the sports store.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, you mean the tool of the liberal
I
media?
don't know if that's an improvement.
Ooh, right, yeah.
I'm so mad. I wish I
Wasn't
would
liberal.
have known that you could just buy a domain for like $5 in 2000 whatever and get millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's kind of like proto Bitcoin.
Right, yeah. Domain name mining.
Yep.
You could still sit on ones that you think might be useful later.
Yeah, like Avengers3.
Yeah.
.com.
Has anyone bought InfinityWar.com? Can you?
I mean, like, probably. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, AOL. I had AOL when I was a youngin'.
I loved getting those fucking CDs and throwing them at stuff.
Yeah. And all those free CDs.
Like literally that I only picked them up to throw them.
You know, if you
Remember we used
sharpen
to
the
pay-
corners, you get them to stick in trees if you're really good.
Sharpen the corners of a
You cut them.
disc?
No, you cut little triangles out of them, and that makes them into like a throwing star.
Well, it'd be more of like a throwing disc than anything.
Well, you've cut it, so it's
Because-
a star now. It's a star.
Oh, you made it.
Remember when you paid for the internet by the hour?
That's an awful time.
Oh, I
That was
don't
awful.
remember that really.
My parents got an internet package that had like 60 hours a month of the internet.
Yep.
Oh,
And you're
God.
like, who could ever need more than that?
Oh man.
That's 2 hours a day of the internet.
I do
what did you
remember.
do on the internet at that time.
On, you know, ICQ or something.
I do remember like when, because in the early days of the internet, people also still had home phones that they would use.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god.
I remember the early days of the internet, like hearing the phone ring and be like, "Ah, Mom, come on! I was in the middle of a Brood War match."
Yeah, there are plenty of things you could do on the internet. You could download Doom maps. You could play Myth. You could play Doom. You could play Wolfenstein. You could play.
You could look up
Quake.
pictures of Doom.
Look. Pictures of Doom. Doom mods.
Doom.
There's other things to do with Doom, including Duke 3D, which is not Doom, but
Looking so long at these pictures of doom.
Dude, speaking of myth, wait, you said myth, not mist.
Myth.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say it.
Unrelated, they're making another abduction game, or it's not a sequel to Abduction, but that same company announced their new Myst-like game again, which is coming out sometime this year, I think.
I like Bungie to make a new Myth game.
Never into those games.
They're good. Abduction's good. You should play it.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck you.
I'm too busy chatting about Doom. With my 2 hours, I'm gonna save up so I can use the internet for 6 hours a day on the weekend. You guys are gonna have to spend your time in meat space.
I've streamed Brutal Doom before, Chad.
When I was younger, and my mom had to like bring me to work sometimes, like I used to play Duke Nukem,
Hell
like
yeah.
3D,
And
that was great. I never played
Doom.
I never played Doom at my mom's office, but I did play Duke Nukem 3D.
I got my photo lab guy in high school to let us play Duke Nukem 3D on the computer that they had in there. And eventually one of the aides came in and shut it down, and then he was like, look, you can't do this anymore. I'm going to get in big trouble.
Are you saying two teens' dreams were ruined by AIDS?
No, I wasn't saying that.
I was only half paying attention. But...
My only PC game back then was RuneScape. Everything else was console.
Oh,
yeah.
Shut up. Everyone played RuneScape back then.
I was never into RuneScape. My friends were though, so.
Everyone played RuneScape back then.
The I'm actually kind of pissed because when I was a kid, we had a computer class, right, in elementary school.
Yeah.
Logo
my
writer.
cousin, yeah. My cousins now, like they well, they were recently in high school, and they all had like computer science, like coding classes. And shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When I had a computer class, like no joke, the class was straight up us playing like Math Blaster.
Yeah, no,
like, that was it. I'm pissed. Like I wish we had a coding class back then. I would have loved to.
You
learn
didn't have
that
logo
in elementary
writer?
School. I don't know what that is.
It's the turtle, and you put the little commands in, and then it draws stuff for you. That was their version of programming for kids back then.
No, I never played.
And I'm older than
like
you,
that.
so that was like 5 years before you.
Yeah, Rob's 2 years older than me, but I feel like he's talking like he's like 8 years older than me.
I am a million.
Well, you
years
went to
older
like
than
some
you.
kind of weird school, like Barack Obama's school for the gifted or something like that.
That was high school. You
Had 80 snakes in your biology
That was
class.
middle school. And we had like 6.
That's ag class, man.
Wait, at the school of hard knocks.
Dude,
Brass knuckles HS.
I had to go to one of those stupid advanced classes schools too in elementary school. Did you guys have to do that?
What do you mean?
Advanced classes?
Like
I mean,
it
I
would
skipped a year in math. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like
I got the gold thing for reading all the things they gave you.
Oh, dude, I love getting the gold shoe.
it's
Fuck.
You took it another step beyond what I even meant.
I wanted to say that without context because it was funny. We had field day every year. Sorry, I sniped Rob's story there completely.
We collaboratively sniped it.
Yeah.
It was like I had to like go to NYU and take like what I guess was like an IQ test or something, and then they put me they put me in this other school that was doing this like experimental advanced class. But it was annoying because it was a bunch of these kids who thought they were better than everybody else because we were all in this advanced class, and it was actually really frustrating too because like like the nerdy kids were like kind of the jocks at that place because they would make fun of the kids not in the advanced classes, like, yeah, you fucking idiot, you can't even do like
Well, they just didn't
basic
want to get
algebra.
shoved in the toilet, you know.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
Killer
but
be
now
killed.
they're all in Twitch chat, so who's the real winner? And Odell Beckham Jr. is out there.
right, yeah,
Smoking hookers and eating.
My high school had this weird program where, and it was only for like the generation after me, so I was not available for this. But you'd go to this trailer outside, and I guess they would
portable.
edit video all day.
Oh my
They'd walk around the school with cameras, and they'd take video of shit, and they'd edit
Oh,
it.
so it's like Stranger Things.
It kind of seemed that way.
I hope so, because the rest of like a trailer in a school where they edited videos in a back room trailer doesn't sound like it's starting out with a good story.
It's not back room. It's just they had a class that was like about art video editing for some reason.
Change the gravity?
And they got to skip like half their other classes so they could go out and hang out in that trailer all day.
That sounds.
I don't think they ever edited video in that trailer. I'm gonna be honest.
I also don't think that's a good long-term decision.
I don't know how they got in this thing.
That seems like that's something they put you in when you fail out of your other classes.
I mean, maybe you're right.
Say you spend 4 hours a day learning video editing from a high school teacher. It's not J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I don't understand what was going on.
Roger Deakins.
I was jealous,
like
though.
Mr. Jones and me.
God damn it! I lost every single game on the last hole. Jesus.
Oh, hey, Rack Attack.
Hey.
Yeah,
we'll be back in 3 minutes. Play Pinturillo.
I gotta pee. Nice.
See you then.
He does always have to pee. You're right.
Pee. Because I just ate and drank.
You do urinate a lot.
Does anyone know about the video program I was talking about? Because I want to know what the point of it was.
Those that can do. Those that can't, teach.
NL would hate video editing class.
Dude, I would. I was in real classes. And look where I got. Ha ha ha, bald boy. Hey, you poopy Isaac. That's pretty good. I only got one message on Reddit after the saying that was the exact message that I got on Reddit.
What the tits? Why can't I? OBS, what is your problem? Why are you doing this to me?
You're tearing me apart, etc.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I'm just saying, this boy pees more than I would expect.
We got to put a stop to it.
He's a thin man.
I don't think that has any logic.
I think he's saying there's not enough room for the bladder to enlarge without pushing on the front of his skin, and then the skin pulls the bladder back in, so he's got to let it out somehow.
Exactly.
I pee a decent amount.
I pee freely.
He pees more than me.
I remember that.
Tell NL to delete server.
No, it's what? Get out of my life. It doesn't matter. Stop worrying about this shit that doesn't matter to you. You fill your life with.
It's probably forced strategy. It's like,
if it's forced strategy gaming, that's fair. If he's saying, you know, please free me from this prison I've been stuck in, that's acceptable.
Are you forced strategy? You got to tell me if you are.
You do. That's the rule. All right. Oh, eat my ass. Huh? Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh. Man. Sometimes I pee a lot, and sometimes I pee a little.
And sometimes I pee just right.
Rob, is John Malkovich's Russian accent in Rounders the worst one you've ever heard? It's up there, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pay this man his money.
I'll never forget that scene. Only seen that movie once.
I actually really like that. I watched that movie several times, and it made me want to learn poker, and I did.
I think every poker movie does that to everybody that watches it.
Yeah.
I just don't like when Teddy KGB has the most obvious tell of any poker player in history. Damon's supposed to be a prodigy, and he only figures it out like after losing $1 million to him.
Yeah. Don't splash the pot.
Can you hear me a call, please?
Yeah. And here you go. Pay that. He beat me.
Straight up.
Straight up. Hold on.
Even though we're making it sound ridiculous, it's an okay movie. You should check it out.
Yeah. No, the movie is good. I don't
know if it's good, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's not good. You're right. But it is fun, and I enjoy it.
I don't regret watching it.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. I'm getting screen region set up.
It's like Dan's second favorite movie.
What's the first?
A Bronx Tale.
Oh.
He does like 3 Billboards too.
That's a Bronx Tale's a very good movie. Can't. Oh, there is no way that I'm gonna
watch me.
Is it Pinocchio?
Don't draw too fast. I'm eating in Nature Valley.
Okay.
I always thought Pinocchio was either a nut or what happens when you grasp your dick too tight when you pee.
Pinocchio. Okay. It's a pinata.
Pinata.
It's a map of Africa that's calling them
A-hole?
all assholes. That's somebody in Twitch chat with a badge
Robus.
that says Robus Ron.
Robus wrong. Ron. Robus Ron away. Goodbye, Robus. We will see you later, Robus.
Great drawing.
No. Thank you.
I don't.
I listen to Vampire Weekend.
I don't.
I thought it was something weird.
Ta.
Careful with this one.
Fuck. Your mother is she's
a
dirty.
SNES.
I typed it wrong. God, I missed it.
Hardjara.
What'd you call
I
my
know,
mother a SNES?
Chad, I'm sorry that there's an
SNES.
overlay. I
You
can't.
don't know what
Your
horchata
mom's a SNES.
is?
You can't
Horchata's like
call her a
like
SNES
rice-
unless that's a compliment.
It's like a rice milkshake, right?
Yeah, it's like a cardamom or clovey sort of drink.
Rob is wrong.
Because he said mum.
Merm.
You guys ever had kombucha?
I'm scared of it. No.
I don't know what it is.
It's a drink made out of a big pile of mucus.
There we go.
All right, I'm out.
Basically. I always think about getting it, but it's always way too expensive for me to just want to try it
Oh.
on a lark.
But is it actually?
Watch me
what is
go.
it though?
It's like I don't know if it's a fungal colony or it's like a paramecium or something like that, but you feed it basically,
Yeah.
and then
It's like
it
a
produces, yeah, something like that. It produces kombucha basically.
That sounds gross.
Apparently it's
So you
great.
keep-
I just can't get over the way it's made. That's all.
Yeah,
It's
like
my fault.
Kazumarzu could be fucking delicious, but I'm not ever fucking having it. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, what if like monkey brains were absolutely delicious?
I might try monkey.
But you gotta eat it out of the open skull, like in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the hole in the table, and they put them
I
together.
couldn't bring myself to lift the spoon to the monkey's brain as its mouth stayed like opened up, screaming.
It's pretty messed up. Like,
They had a whole table of that.
I try monkey's brains, but Kazumarzu is like there's no chance that will ever go inside my mouth unless
like
someone
the anus
forces
cheese?
me.
Anus cheese?
Who's Kazumarzu? Is that from Naruto?
It's no, it's a cheese that's
Cats poop out the coffee beans and then you brew the coffee with them?
it's a cheese made in Sardinia, and how it works is they make a bunch of cheese, they put it in an old well, it doesn't have to be old, but they put it in a barn with a bunch of flies, and the flies lay eggs in the cheese, and they make larvae, and they soften the cheese up, and then the cheese is filled with maggots.
Just a really bad idea.
Yeah, nice cheesy maggots. Tasty.
Can that person take that idea back and put it back into the old idea mill and see if something else comes out?
All right, so
I'm genuinely trying, but
it starts indigo, right?
Dig, EST, ion.
Indigestion.
Indigest. EST. Ion.
Gotcha.
Too many lines.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just draw like a dude's with a frowny face and holding the stomach? Much simpler to split it into a 4-part drawing like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we eat gross food on the regular, right? Like
Weed?
It's not July 2018 yet, Robert.
I don't know. Like, what gross stuff do I eat?
Any dairy?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like I mean, like you're basically eating mold.
Like cheese
yeah.
is pretty gross.
Yeah,
and then like yogurt is even grosser. It's like liquid cheese.
Honestly, like it weirds me out when I see videos that talk. Is that a chode?
It's a healing draught.
It weirds me out when I see any videos about like making bread and they start with the yeast process, and it's like, well, you got to put a little bit of warm water with a packet of dry yeast, and then when it starts bubbling, you know that the yeast is alive. It's like, no, I don't want to know that. That's awful.
Wow, you guys are bad at this, huh?
I don't know what literally any of this.
I know the third part.
So,
someone jumping rope? Is that what it was?
Beat dick jump?
Wow.
Oh, it was a doctor.
Oh. No,
I thought it was an old man shaking his shaker or his walker at them.
Dr. Inking.
I'm making a spaghetti man drinking this water. That was profoundly disturbing to me. Yeah, it was Dr. Inking.
Dr. Inking.
You should have drawn an ing for Metro Prime 2.
Dr. Inking.
I forgot that's what that was called.
Yeah, eggs are pretty gross.
Eggs are pretty gross.
Meat in general is kind of gross.
Isn't it weird that we use chicken fetuses to make cake? I just wouldn't expect that if you said it out loud.
They're not fertilized, man.
Unfertilized.
Yeah, they're unfertilized eggs.
They're unfertilized.
You know what I mean.
I would say that eggs would seem weird if it weren't for the fact that there are other preparations of eggs that are considerably weirder than the way that we eat them.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, bathing them in the urine of
a
children.
little boy.
For like several years. That's much weirder. And I think that our preparation of eggs, of frying them in a pan, seems all right.
Yeah, little boy eggs, man.
Subscribe to like our weird food or something.
No, you've never heard of the little boy eggs?
The little boy urine eggs? No, I've never been at Denny's and been like, yes, I'll pay $1.50 to upgrade to the little boy urine egg.
Can you get them at Denny's?
Virgin boy eggs are a traditional dish of Dongyang Zhejiang in China, in which eggs are boiled in the urine of young boys who were presumably peasants, preferably under the age of 10.
It's supposed to be pink. Sorry.
What?
No. Can we draw real things, please? I don't know what any of this is.
It's Fun Dip.
It's a pickle with a bunch of red dots on it.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, god damn it.
That's dipping?
You guys have never had Fun Dip before?
Why don't you draw a triangle going into a jar?
It's Fun Dip.
That looked like a kitchen sink with a cabinet.
I thought it was a kitchen sink as well.
I really did as well.
It's Fun Dip.
I was drawing Dr. Inking because I was making the point that it's silly. We should draw real things.
Dude, Fun Dip. Speaking of dipping, you know what's dope? Oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Is it mouth?
It might be.
Must be.
Did he feel raviolis?
But what's dope is Dunkaroos.
Yeah, if you're like 8.
No, they're still delicious.
You talking about Dunkaroos with or without the little dots, the little sprinkles in there? Be careful with your next words.
I'm good with either, I think.
All right, that's fine. You subverted me. Is that a little boy egg container?
Did he pee into a bottle and is he drinking it?
But yeah, virgin boy eggs. So I think our preparation of eggs is pretty good.
I'd take poached over little boy any day.
Times 2 plus? Times 2 plus what?
Uh-oh. Or
more.
Times 2. Well, that's what times 2 plus means.
Yeah. Dude, I'm being real with you. I'm with Nick. I want to draw normal stuff. I couldn't figure out a way to make normal stuff work here.
Oh.
Man drinking a vat of acid twice?
It's not acid.
It's lemonade?
Is it urine?
Very bubbly.
Is it LaCroix?
Is it a giant beer?
Just skip me.
It's not
skip
beers.
me.
It's Piers.
Piers.
So it
It's
is
P
a giant
as
beer.
beer.
It is P.
It's P times. He's the man who peed, and then there were multiples.
Mm.
The
We didn't
man
know,
who
we just thought
peed.
it was lemonade.
Yeah, I know, but what am I can't draw his dick.
Yeah, actually, wait,
Staff's
hold on.
here.
Chat's making a great point. Your pee is bubbly?
Very
no,
bubbly.
I was just like, when you put it in a glass, it's probably bubbly. Whenever I see urine represented on the screen, it's foamy. Go to Exhibit A, American
What?
Pie 2.
I'm very confused. It's not eggs. I'm so flooded right now.
There's foam in urine.
Yeah, there is. There's some bubbles in there.
Thank you.
I think you should see a doctor.
No, there's bubbles. Don't even.
This is what's like real gaslighting. I'm being lit right now. Some pee is foamy. Yeah, thank you, Chad. It also depends on the angle you pee into it. Oh, let's go. I'm flattered. If you pee on the toilet bowl and then let it run down into the toilet water, it doesn't bubble. If you hit the water at like the perfect angle of incidence, you could turn that into a 6th grade science fair project.
No, it's bubbly, not foamy.
What's the difference between bubbles and foam?
Foam are extremely small bubbles. What are you laughing at? That's what it is.
I mean, he is right. He makes a good point.
Whatever. This is the first time chat's ever been on my side, so I'll take it.
They were not on your side for a good portion of that. though.
Once I gave them a little reasoning, they were with me.
Beer's foamy, right?
Beer is definitely
usually.
foamy.
Well, it depends. If you get a sour, it could be more inert, but
Foam is a thick froth. Oh, incredible. Okay.
Foam, a mass of small bubbles formed on a liquid.
So a foam is a type of bubble.
It's when the
Small
bubbles no
bubbles.
longer are looked at as bubbles, but a part
They're
of a
foam.
larger mass.
But a
They
foam.
become like one mass.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an amazing drawing. Oh, never
That's
mind.
the mermaid the shark ate?
What the fuck kind of reverse
Okay, well,
hammerhead shit is
I
this?
don't like this drawing anymore.
What is this?
Now that it's not a dolphin, I really don't like it.
Oh god, that lower lip.
Come give a kiss.
It looks like the
Dude.
top of its face is missing.
It's a
Okay,
sturgeon for sure.
to your point, Ryan.
Yeah.
Someone in my chat says my job is literally urinalysis. My lab deals with 20,000 cups of pee a week. They're foamy.
Yeah. No,
I would not have
what I
expected
meant.
that.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right.
I'll eat the crow. Well, give me a crow. Caw-caw.
We got a urinalysis.
As a fun prank, do
That's
you
a
ever
penis.
at the urinalysis department, do you ever like put a beer into one of the same cups and then put them all on the table and just see if you lose track? I mean, that's how they got John in the Garfield cartoon where he drank the dog semen.
As a joke, did you ever like ritualistically swap the urine samples of Olympic alcohol?
Oh, it's a RAS, of course.
Oh, it's
Did
a
you ever
RAS. Yeah.
ritualistically swap the urine of athletes that were doping at the 2014 Sochi Olympics with the urine that they froze 6 months ago when they were still clean, and then use that to perpetuate a mass anti-doping scandal throughout the IOC and international sports community?
That'd be pretty interesting if he had done that.
Just asking for a friend.
That's nearing malpractice.
Let's go.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I
fuck,
wasn't
I was
looking.
gonna draw more.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Fuck it.
Oh, what is that? What is the hat?
I wanted him to be a rower on the Death Star.
Mmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those actor hats. Just long, like extra long.
Oh, that's the
Just
shortest game of Pinturillo ever.
Yeah. I think we skipped 2 rounds or one. I guess it skips the first round.
You're right. That was a Kieran hat. It was like he was part of like a really. Why don't they do a triathlon that's just a triathlon sprint? Like you run a 100-meter dash,
Then you run a 200-meter dash.
You just dive into a pool and swim for 50 meters, and then bike 6 laps around the velodrome.
Huh.
That would be so high octane.
You would have to have like shoes on though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would require some. It would require some foresight. Let's put it that way.
You get one athlete from each country. They do every part of the Olympics in succession as one competition.
Like a Vente Erne athlon.
Make it like a gymnastics thing. So like you're on like in a gymnastics runway for the first 100 meters.
Oh.
Then you jump into the pool.
I like it.
And then you dive to the bottom at the end.
That's a good
when
drawing.
you're out of breath.
Okay, I get you.
I know what it is, but I'm not sure what we're talking about yet. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is a toll. You guys ever read the Phantom Toll Booth when you were children?
No.
Nope.
Really? They made
Is
us
it a
read that in
Goosebumps
school.
book?
No. It's like, so...
What the fuck is this word?
Marike?
No, I know that word.
It's like a fictional like C.S. Lewis-esque like Narnia type world, you know,
Narnia.
But then like all of the names of the different places are like, "Ooh, he's going to Palindrome Forest. What's a palindrome, kids?"
Oh, okay, I see. Alrighty.
right.
It was a cherimoya.
Oh, it's the cherry
Sure.
forest.
I've heard that word before.
It's a
You
fruit.
should-
It's a fruit that looks absolutely disgusting.
You know,
It's like if a pickle was a ball sack.
okay.
All right.
Say no more.
You should have. I mean, everybody knows what a cherimoya is, so you should have just drawn that. You know.
You think that looks absolutely disgusting? It looks kind of like a Brussels sprout combined with like an avocado or something.
What is this, Ryan?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, is it really? God damn it.
No.
I don't know. I'm with Austin. That looks pretty gross.
It's such a good.
Here, look at the picture I linked in Discord.
Guess my drawing, you nerd.
I did.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know what that is.
It is so good.
What? Why would I know that's a cobra? Oh, God.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
Couldn't you put a snake scale on it?
What are you talking? This is clearly a snake.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. The universal drawing of snake. Now, if you didn't know it was a cobra, I feel you on that one, but
I know what cobras
It
look
did
like.
have a cat nose.
that's its tongue in perspective.
Then why was it upside down?
Oh.
Oh, it's a marijuana in a can. I heard about those.
What?
Wow, that's high
actually,
level
no.
That's what
play.
happens when you don't order DoorDash, motherfucker.
That's high level play. I didn't even draw Popeye yet.
Every dinner starts opening a can of this.
Yeah, it's a can of whoop ass. That's what it looks like in there.
I got so mad at my Blue Apron last night. It was coconut milk poached salmon. I was like, that sounds good. So it's like, hey, make some rice. Gotcha. Don't say no more. Hey, get this coconut milk and spices and stuff simmering, and then pour it on the salmon fillets and put them in the oven for a few minutes. Okay, no problem. Take the yu choy and place it on a mesh sieve in about an inch of water in a metal skillet. I said, what the fuck is yu choy? I do not have a metal or mesh sieve, whichever one you're asking for. So you want me to fry water and then steam this vegetable somehow? The side did not turn out. Just put it that way. The rice and fish were fine.
You should you can steam a vegetable in the microwave actually.
How does one do that?
It's pretty much you just put it in the microwave with some water.
I thought that was someone inside of a bullet about to be shot.
They always do I just want the easiest delicious meal. They always throw in one thing that just puts like a monkey wrench in it. They're like, hey, make quinoa. I'm like, no problem. You got these chicken breasts? Put salt and pepper on them and fry them. Easy money. And take German Spätzle and with your right hand, roll it around for 45 seconds. And I'm like, stop.
Dude, I am all about not wanting to do anything related to dough making because it is annoying.
Right on time, we've reached the food segment.
Yeah, we did it.
One of my Blue Apron meals wanted me to like
Blapron.
You said the word wrong. I had to make a torta, and I had to like put another weighted pot on top of the cooking torta as I was cooking it. And I was like, this is too advanced. This is like the third meal I've ever made.
I've reached the point with some of these where like I'll read the apron in advance, or I'll read the recipe in advance and be like, look, it's a curse word right now. I'll read the recipe in advance and be like, I'm not doing that part. I'm just gonna fry it. So sometimes you look at it and it's like you need 9 pans to make it, and I'm like, this is a 2-pan meal. Great, true.
Thank you.
It'll be greater when I know what it is.
The same pot you use to cook the steak, please deglaze it, and then add in this version of a vegetable that's a bougie version of a turnip, and then you're like, just... And I told you this before, but they always give you... Whoa, that's so good.
That reminds me of a Disney character.
Gaston. Great drawing. They always give you sweet potatoes and never give you regular potatoes, because sweet potatoes have an image problem, and sweet potatoes are beloved. So there's always like, you know, a turkey dinner with sweet potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. I'm like, stop. Give me the pomme de terre.
Give me the real my soul.
I actually very much enjoy straight up just some mashed potatoes. You don't even need any gravy. If you make the mashed potatoes right, it'll be delicious. Know what I'm saying? Me?
I'll just go for the easy one.
You guys a mashed potatoes with skins in or skins off?
Skins off.
Get that shit out of there.
I peel the mashed potato roughly, or peel the potato roughly, I should say. So it's probably like 90% skinless, and then a little bit of skin remains for texture.
See, I'm all in for the skins.
You want like a full skin potato.
Yeah.
This is technically incorrect.
It's evocative. I was gonna draw Donald Trump.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, I get it. I was like, communist? You know.
Communist.
I hate mashed potatoes with bits in them. Just give me the potatoes.
You strike me as the kind of guy who, well, I mean, like, I'm basing this on the fact that when you eat salsa, you just dip your tortilla chip in at a 90-degree angle so no solid matter gets on it. You seem like you want your foods to be like pure. You're like, I want this food to be this and this food to be this.
I just or like pure with an extra E at the end.
Or puree, perhaps.
Puree.
Yes.
I don't. All right.
I'm not trying to tell you.
No, I'm angry at the word.
Okay. Because like when we were doing those Rainbow Six videos, and Pause on Pause said that he buys salsa and then blends it himself and puts it back in the jar.
Oh my god!
I lost my mind.
Really? Like what? At that point, I don't know. Maybe this captive audience. Never mind. You know.
It's like, that's so much more work than just changing your taste buds.
It's not about the taste. That's the thing. The taste is fine. It's the texture.
The texture is just chunky.
I don't like chunky.
How do you like your peanut butter?
Smooth. Shut up.
I was just checking.
That's good to know.
I'm consistent. Yeah. Like my food, you know? I want it to be consistent.
So would soup with nothing in it, like just broth, be okay?
I mean, like tomato soup, yeah, like that. That's good.
All right, so we just uncovered the biggest information here. It's not that you don't like soup; it's that you hate textures.
He hates the textures.
I hate textures. Yeah, that's actually exactly it.
Dude, also, you know what would be perfect for you? Actually, you would love this.
Water,
baby food.
Oh, baby food.
That kind of goes against the taste point because babies can't taste.
For little babies.
Babies can taste. They cry about everything.
Good impression of a baby there.
Yo, baby food's delicious though.
What?
Baby food's delicious.
All right, can we?
I mean, unless we're talking about human milk. What's wrong? What's wrong with baby food?
Baby food's delicious. We're adults.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you spell this word?
I mean, it's like if you get like the apple and banana thing, it's literally like pureed apples and bananas. It's delicious.
Oh,
I knew it was
I
weird.
spelled it exactly the same way.
What do you feed a baby?
Pureed vegetables and fruits, basically.
When you give them like real food, how much do you feed a baby?
All the time.
Yeah.
No, I mean like calorically.
Oh, I don't know.
What does a baby need to eat? Like, what does a 1-year-old infant need to eat? Like,
Eat until they
200
stop
calories
crying.
a day?
S-O... 1M S-A-U-L-T.
America. So screwed.
We have the internet. We can figure it out.
That's what I mean. Someone look it up. How much? How many calories does like a 1-year-old baby need a day? 1,000 with 1 too many.
1,000?
That doesn't seem right.
That's a lot.
It's a baby. It's got to grow. We got to put those calories in.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's like
1,000?
It's like 20 pounds. I know they grow. It's oh, nice drawing. What?
I already guessed that 8 years ago.
I wouldn't starve a baby with 200 calories. I would look it up on the internet, and I would be like, okay, this is what our baby gets a day. 3 soylents.
Apparently, someone said 50 calories per pound that they weigh.
No, that's what you order at the butcher shop.
Is an alien abducting these cards?
Pocket rockets, bitch.
Oh. What?
Oh.
Get in.
Fuck.
It's 3 letters. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that difficult.
Dude, when are we going to play Hold'em on the show?
I know, right?
Absolutely never.
Hold them.
Why?
Because it relies on incomplete information.
What do you... What?
This is all video games with strategy.
No, but
What
I
the
mean-
fuck does that sentence even
for
mean?
streaming, it means that the people in chat could easily spoil it by just popping in there.
Okay, then
like
we
he's
just-
got.
Don't look at chat for one... Just try it for one segment.
Why don't you play it? If you
Why don't you just ban the people who spoil it then?
Because I like money.
Fair point, yeah.
I don't think it's as much as a problem as you think it's going to be.
I don't think it is either. And plus, it would be a good
Give it a
banter
shot.
game.
Why you play it off camera and let me know if Hold'em's good, and then
There's a free Hold'em game that I've played before that is... It has free-to-play garbage in it, but you can ignore it.
Prominence Poker? Is that the one you're thinking
Oh,
of?
I don't remember how to spell this.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that Jabba
Oh,
the
it's
Hutt?
the other way.
Eating 1,000
Justin
calories
just said
a
he will
day?
destroy everyone at Poke.
You see,
Cool.
that's you
That's a
can't-
great way
destroy
to
you
jump into
all
a
at
game I've
poker.
never played, really, is to be destroyed by everyone.
It's like 40% luck based.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. Okay, well, I guess that's less than... The majority is not luck-based, and that's
Yeah, I didn't
fair,
say
I
it's
guess.
all luck, but
Yeah.
like there's a huge luck factor.
I hate that you're willing to try so many things on a show, but you're not willing to try poker. And when
That's
it's
the
a free...
greatest
It'd be a
compliment
great banter
anybody's
game.
ever told me.
At least we know it is mouth now. I think he's forgotten what it looks like, though. Yeah, we played Life the other day. We can play one round of both.
And how did that go? Apparently, there's actually a digital version of Life, like on Steam, and I looked it up. And in the past 60 days or whatever Steam uses for most recent reviews, it's 38% positive. They're all like, the online just does not even work. So
That's a shame.
that's not the game of Life's fault. That's like Hasbro's fault or whatever. But like, there's really no alternative.
I say that you should just give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, it's one segment. It's fine. One segment.
I agree. I mean, I'm biased because I very much enjoy poker, but... And also, I want to win all your chips.
It's not fun
Can
to
you-
play a game with someone who's really good at it when you don't know what you're doing.
But see, that's where the luck comes in. You can still beat someone who's good at it if you're lucky.
hand to hand, it is definitely luck based. It's how you play that.
What
hand.
are you playing?
They're fighting each other hand to hand.
Down at a table. That's a hand to hand.
Well, I'm saying
yeah, you fight them in between. That's how you bet.
like per hand, it's certainly luck based, but like over a period of time, eventually, like the better player is going to win most of the time.
We would play family poker, and my grandmother, who can't play any game for the life of her, absolutely fucking destroyed us because she got two 4-of-a-kinds in a row.
What annoys me about poker sometimes is that it's like I'm at the same level in poker that I am in like fighting games. So I'm literally one step beyond pure beginner, but not even close to being good. So what ends up happening inevitably is I'm playing like the theoretical right way. Oh God, I thought that was gonna say Seth Rich. I played the theoretical right way, and then somebody at the table is like all in, and then they flip over, and you're like, so you got like a 210, and they're like, yeah, I just thought it felt like going all in, and then they win, and you go, no,
that's called a fish.
I won. I played it better than you.
Well, you don't call his all in if he's an all in before the flop kind of guy.
I had 4 aces though.
You don't call his all in if he's an all in before the flop kind of guy.
Because the flop was 5 10s.
Come on.
Yeah,
I played 12 deck poker.
If you had a 4-of-a-kind aces, you're not losing a deuce 10.
I don't play one deck poker because what if somebody counts cards?
That's a picture of Florida.
Ryan, you know this one.
It's Seth Rogen.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's his footprint.
No, this is a place.
Yeah. Infinity
Florida.
War? Oh!
I got it, but I didn't really know that had anything to do with Florida.
That is not Florida.
It's not Florida.
Japan
is
not
next
a footstep.
to Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then if that's not Florida, then you have China suspiciously missing from that drawing.
You should
right
look
there.
at him. You should look at what China looks like, though.
Because
Look,
I draw
that is Florida.
that is you have drawn Florida. There's
That's why I drew Japan for reference. There is no Japan next to Florida.
What about Cuba?
Yeah, there might be a Japan next to Cuba.
Oh, this is like a science word, isn't it?
Oh, you know it. Just choosing the right shade of mahogany.
It's a rectangle.
It's gonna take a second, so like.
Is it like a battle map? Are they gonna put like chess pieces on there and say
where we drop?
Is it Sea of Thieves?
Where we dropping, boys?
It is Sea of Thieves.
It's Sea of Thieves. It's the quests. It's voting.
No, I thought that was a telescope, but now that looks like a.
That you throw the dagger on to vote.
Oh, I thought that was a cardboard
toilet paper
roll
tube
in between toilet paper. Yeah.
And that's a Parappa the Rapper hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that's cheese. I've lost it
sticky
now.
cheese, yeah. Cheddar with holes in it for some reason.
Oh, I don't know how to spell this word.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
the shark.
Oh, it's that.
Cute.
I don't even
array.
care. You can just have the points. I don't want to spell that.
Shark cute array.
But I would like the points as well, though.
I don't know how to spell it. I'm sorry.
Cootery. No.
It's the shark cute array.
Is that like a baby onesie?
Nah, right next to it, there's just a bunch of shit. No, it's like pickles or bread or something, you know.
Character cut eerie. Character cut eerie.
Sometimes Kate and I go to this like semi-fancy place, and I really like charcuterie, but I get intimidated because they make you choose your own cheeses and meats, and I've never heard of any of them. So they'd go, "Hey, what 3 cheeses would you like?" Oh, fucking give me Pimpersnickel, and that sounds good. And I'll take a Hoyt. Do you have anything you'd like to recommend for the final one? Oh, the cheddar's good. No, I'm not paying $6.99 for cheddar.
Is it $6.99 for charcuterie? That's it?
No, I don't know. I'm just
$69.99.
I'm just building the bit.
How much would the charcuterie board be at a restaurant?
Take some Hoyt.
Probably, I think it's 15 for 3 items or 25 for 5 items. So.
Look at Twitter.
What?
Look at Twitter.
What am I looking
Got
at?
nothing.
Oh no, he deleted it. Where'd it go?
Is the
Wait.
Cobra?
It was the Cobra, but
It's
gone
extremely good.
now. It was deleted.
Wait, where? Well, I don't see this. Cobra.
It's gone. It was deleted. Oh fuck.
It is not deleted.
When Tem orders the cheese, Hoyt.
Oh, that's a great.
It's a good Cobra. See, you know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes. It finally happened.
Oh,
It must
Spelled
be
wrong.
Yep. There's just no other.
nice. That's glorious. That's fantastic.
After 3 years, the Indians finally called it.
Dude, I still look back on that segment as the best joke that we've ever had. On
Yeah,
the
this is good
LSS.
stuff.
It was a gift from the joke gods.
Like honestly, it was just so pure and beautiful. No way.
Oh.
No,
No. Okay.
it's not.
Try putting corn in. See what happens.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's just.
What?
Oh, it's this, isn't it? Yeah.
like that.
Oh man. So goddamn good. Yes.
Yeah, someone who doesn't know that joke watching me draw a tennis ball and then corn for the word maze. It's gonna be really confused.
It took a whole hour for the climax of that joke, and it was just magical.
It might be one of the only real comedic moments we've ever had, to be honest.
Pardon me. What about you at the start of yesterday's show where the holdfast music was overpowering?
That was pretty good. Yeah. I preferred the I know somebody put that holdfast music thing on live stream fails, but I really wish they had put the no fall damage clip one.
I saw it, but it didn't get uploaded. It only had like the 2 robot posts that were like, "This is a clip from this stream."
Oh,
Right,
that one
yeah.
was so good.
No fall damage.
No
was
fall damage,
fantastic.
dude.
And then just like right before you hit the ground, I'm like, well, there's definitely fall damage.
It was a long fall.
Oh man, that was good. That was some good stuff. Oh man.
If we really wanted to be on live stream fails, we just pop out a titty.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
My titties don't pop.
Or like go on to IRL and say something really
I have to
controversial.
go search for mine and take a minute.
You have to search for your titty?
It's the joke is that it's small.
But like you should know where it is. Like,
Yeah, you should really
It
have
was
to
fuck you. Just
great drawing.
one of those.
Oh.
There you go.
Kate, did you get clip champ in my chat for when that heavy rain clip where Ethan goes, "I have to make dinner for Jason," and at the exact same time he pulls his dick out and starts peeing in the toilet? I saw it had like 20 or 30,000 views, and I was like, my wife's gonna be clip champ.
Clip jam. Oh man. Good old Twitch. Bad old YouTube.
Remember when we said clip champ a bunch of times and then we stumbled and said clit chimp?
Yeah, that's good. That was quality.
And then Sino said it like 30 times.
Mhm. Good old clit chimps. I love those. Chad, how do you feel about clit chimps?
Yeah, I know the start of this.
Oh, okay. That's,
Okay.
Say it all together.
Dog Gacy? Oh.
Oh.
Is it
Nice.
It actually helped hearing Rob say it wrong.
Dog AC?
Yeah.
Is this some sort of like some dog house with
Yeah,
indoor?
yeah. It's like a dog house. It's like a dog house over there.
This is a doghouse, yeah.
How do you feel about chimp clit? Take it or leave it, really. Probably wouldn't eat that for dinner.
Pharmaki.
Oh, dog AC pharmacy. Yeah.
Galaxy brain.
Yeah, dog AC.
Just drop a building with a freaking cross on the top.
Yeah,
That's a church, Ryan. That's a church.
Yet.
So why were they farming
Dogs?
cross lines? Yeah, and dogs.
It's a dog
What's that
farm.
about?
Obviously a
I can't-
dog farm.
I can't speak to this, but apparently in Polish, the Twitch translation for Clip Champ is King of the Clips.
That's badass.
I like that.
That's amazing. Oh, we're going like next level perspective, except it doesn't make any sense.
No, it's just Fortnite. He didn't build a roof. What? Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, he drew an arrow to it.
Yeah, that's like sure.
What?
That line on the left should be going the other direction, not that diagonal.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That direction is where the perspective would go.
When will
I thought we were
get on
pointing to
live
the
stream?
sky.
Yeah, I want to be on live stream wins, dude.
I want there to be a subreddit that's not live stream fails. Where
Where you post the clip and people go, "I love this guy."
Yeah, or they post the clip and it's like a good Twitch clip instead of, hey, look, this IRL streamer fucked on camera.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I agree. What happened to that subreddit, man?
God, 4chan.
Real weird. Yeah,
Also,
I
weird
still visit it,
perspective.
like, straight up every day.
I visit it too, but like
Half of it is like, "Oh no, am I on it?" And then the other half is like, "Who fucked up today?"
it's just like you just can't like read the comments on that subreddit.
A lot of the times they put fails in these compilations and they're just actually nothing being wrong at all and everything's fine. Their definition of fail is just very arbitrary sometimes, and sometimes it's even somebody doing something good.
Did you see the video that was on Livestream Fail of the German Twitch streamer who played 3 recorders at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
That was sick, dude.
That's cool. Oh, here we go.
Oh no. You got the font right.
Mm-hmm.
How many picture-in-pictures you got
That
going on?
seems
here?
about right. It's the monitor with the window, and then the window's got the picture-in-picture of the actual stream.
Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was the one when it was like 2 recorders through the dude's nose. He was playing like a jam that sounded like it was from The Witcher.
Or...
Livestream Furl. Or a toilet.
That lady did not skip arm day. Holy shit.
She skipped hand day, though.
Oh my god.
It's what you find when you fall off child slide.
Mm-hmm.
Grill on stream.
Grill on stream, yeah.
K-Core.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, they're going so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't guess one more correct than Austin.
Maybe.
Charcuterie.
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 I got a sick game. You wanna play it?
Sure.
It's an IRL game.
Okay.
It's called We Go to an Italian Restaurant.
Okay.
That's
And
a
then-
terrible start to the title of a game, but yeah.
Just keep like when they come over and they're like, "You want something to drink?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking, would it be possible? I'm waiting for somebody. Could I get some bread?" And then just every time they come over,
Oh.
just be like, yeah, they're gonna be here in a minute, but can I get some more bread? And just see how long you smooth things over until they stop giving you complimentary bread.
How
much
about
bread
we
can-
just play
All right.
Let's Go to an Italian Restaurant? That's the end.
I'd like that.
That's a good game.
I
always
gotta
win.
say, sounds like a pretty cool game. You gotta work on the title because it's like 4 sentences long. He said it's called, and then said that whole entire thing.
Chad, I'll order something when they try to kick me out.
Hollywood stars, do they know things? Let's find out.
Nobody else wants to pay or play the bread game with me.
I'll eat lots of bread. Do we have to
not
make
what
it
I
a game, though? Can I just eat bread?
Don't you do that every day?
Yeah, I want to keep
mix
doing
it
it.
up a little
I'm
bit.
never bored of eating bread.
I don't want to go live and be like, hey, Chad, I'm eating bread.
Shit,
You
man.
give
do
me
I-
money.
You just made me realize. Do I eat bread every day? I think I might.
Chat, for
I
800
ate some
subs.
today.
For 800 subs, I'll eat bread.
It's ridiculous.
All you have to do is pay me money to eat bread. That'll get you.
Let's do a little test. How many of you guys ate bread today?
Does Kaneka bread count?
Yeah, that's bread.
I mean, it's not. It's more like a cracker, really.
I had some frozen pizza, so that's bread.
Yeah, that's bread.
Austin?
Did I eat bread today? Yeah, I had a burger.
We've all eaten
Bun-
bread today.
Buns don't count.
Buns totally. Like, if Knacker bread and pizza don't count, then buns count.
I don't think Kaneka bread counts. Just because it has bread in the name.
I just can't. Every time you say it,
Knacker bread.
Yeah, okay, it's got bread in the name. If you ate a gingerbread house, does that mean you ate bread? I don't think so.
Oh, it is called gingerbread.
It is called gingerbread. He's got a good
There it
point.
is.
That's 2 more in the pipe for the bread. 2 more subs. I'm gonna eat some
kinda
bread later.
I'm okay with
Banana bread?
classifying. I think bread-like things count as bread.
No.
It's not male.
it's not male.
Oh,
Man, he's
It's
throwing
not that
male
either?
in there.
Yeah, he's just tossing that male in. Well, it makes sense that he has to toss it. He's got tiny T-Rex arms.
It's perspective. You wouldn't understand.
If it's perspective, then he's
S-
throwing it at the side of the mailbox.
Take
No.
your mail.
it's not snail mail.
Is it sail mail?
Smell. Got it.
Careful, it really comes out of that mailbox hot. You gotta be ready. Get your glove up.
It's not mail.
Dude, there used to be this place in on St. Mark's in the Lower East Side where it was just a wall of like mailboxes, and
Yeah.
you'd put in money into like what would be like a vending machine slot, and you'd open up one of these mailboxes and it would have hot food in it. It'd have like chicken
What
nuggets.
the
Like
fuck?
How'd they get
Yeah.
Hafu into a mailbox?
I don't know. She's very small. Turns out. But yeah. It wasn't very good food, but it was food. It was
Is
there.
it like a dice roll? Like you don't know what food it is?
No, you knew it. Like they were like glass, panes or whatever.
Oh,
But,
so you'd be like, I want this one.
yeah. But it was like you didn't have to interact with anyone. You just like put some money in, pop
Why
a
does
little
this
thing open.
teapot
and-
have a hat?
Is it the last Airbender?
Oh,
Oh. No.
I do not understand this at all. Is that God creating the sails, the wind for the sails?
I
am
like leaving
wearing
it
my
intentionally
bonnet.
vague.
What?
Oh, okay.
It's a lot easier to fight fires when you're born with a hose for a hand.
I like that he's wearing a spacesuit with a cowboy hat.
It's the heavy suit that they use when they go in the burning buildings. Yeah.
That's the Hulkbuster firefighter armor.
Now we're speaking my language, dude. You see the shot in the trailer?
I did see the Hulkbuster shot.
Hulkbuster armor. You think the Hulk's inside of it?
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Would it bust him for being in it?
No, he's gonna bust out of it when he gets surrounded by the Chitauri.
Have they used the Hulkbuster armor yet in the movies? I forget.
What are you talking about? Iron Man got in the Hulkbuster to stop the Incredible Hulk when he got too aggressive.
Was that in Avengers 2? Because I watched that like one time because it was kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Well, clearly that one.
Yeah.
But what about it? I see that it's got a backward J.
Oh, you gotta play some CK2, dude.
No, I don't.
This is a tiara-wearing person, not a crown.
You telling me that loop was all I needed to know that?
Did you guys see that that picture? I forget which. I think it was on Mildly Infuriating.
Then
it was a picture.
Absolutely not.
It was a screenshot of a newspaper, or I guess you would just call that a photograph. And it was
got him.
It was a picture of a newspaper, and it was like, why are Princess whatever face's fingers all the same length? And it's just like 2 pages of like a bunch of paragraphs and a bunch of like source images. And it's just like, who the fuck cares? Why?
Dude, I saw when Stephen Hawking died, I clicked on the Twitter hashtag because I hate myself, right? And then I saw, you scroll down like a little bit, you get to the tweets before he died. 3 days before he died, there was a flat earth moron who was like, how is it possible that Stephen Hawking has stayed alive
even
like
though his disease? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 30 years longer than the next closest person who's had ALS, right? And then Stephen Hawking died, and this idiot thought he hit the jackpot. Like, because he tweeted it, the deep state was like, someone's on us on Twitter. And he was seriously making posts like, oh my fucking God, what's happening? Is this real? I'm just saying, I tweeted about it and now he's dead. So, and I'm like, oh, you couldn't have just made it like another week, Steven? You couldn't have just toughed it out a little longer?
You know what?
Avoid this?
That's great for people who have the ability to think critically, even in the slightest bit, because it's like, oh, I get it. They're conspiracy theorists because they don't understand how coincidence works.
I guess so, yeah. There was a Reddit version too. Oh no.
Oh yeah, but that one was not like
it was satirical.
Yeah, it was like it was somebody asking like on a like explain like Science Explains or whatever, and it's like how did Stephen Hawking live? Like what are they doing to keep him alive? And then like hours later, Stephen Hawking's died. There's like an edit on the post. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That is good.
I didn't mean to, guys. Yeah.
Man, I was reading because we were talking about Geno Smith and Kyrie Irving, and I got deep into like the psychology of like how I picked up the red phone and I called the center of the earth and I said, first off, these guys are onto us. They found the deprogramming Instagram accounts, and I started to wonder, like, how do these professional athletes get into this mindset? Not all of them, obviously, not even like a small degree, but how do they get sucked into this stuff? I was reading this stupid shit they say that just makes you so mad that they're like, oh, well, if you believe in like a round earth without thinking about it, how many of you also believe in like the Big Bang? And I was like, everybody should be putting up their hand right now, I hope. It's like, is that really supposed to be the question that makes you reconsider that you're like, you think the earth is round? How many of you also believe in evolution? And you're like,
if humans came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? You know?
Dude, just shut up.
They do this stupid, like, I don't even know if there's a term for it, but there probably is, where they like, they're not dumb enough to understand why they're dumb. And I'm not saying that all professional athletes are dumb. Obviously, that's ignorant. But they'll be like, well, I just don't think it's smart to like just believe things that people tell you. And you're like, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. But you got that from an Instagram account that's like a picture of a galaxy brain going like, you know, really makes you think. But you're like believing them right off the bat and not believing the scientists. It's because you think the scientists have something to sell you and these guys
honestly, don't. Devil's advocate, I agree. You shouldn't just believe, just take on faith and believe what someone else tells you just because they say so. I also want to thank God for him giving me this critical thinking.
That's just okay, Ricky.
It's what happens, though.
It is a funny juxtaposition of athletes saying stuff like that.
I
just
see
like,
your point. Yeah.
When we don't have any proper critical thinking, like education, and then people kind of come to their own conclusions after a while, and they don't really know that that is critical thinking, so they think they've discovered something called critical thinking. Oh, shelter.
Like they asked a question for the first time ever, but about the wrong thing, and now they think they can't be like dissuaded from it. I thought the drawing was fine, by the way.
Yeah, awesome. It was fine. I just didn't think of the word.
I was just drawing our you know, like 2 weeks from now.
2020.
Bolton was just hired.
Michael?
No, John.
Who the hell's Ramsey?
No, it was a political joke. Move on.
I haven't really started drawing yet, by the way.
I mean, as far as like funny conspiracy theories go, I do really, really like the young Earth creationists because it's just so funny. Mainly because they believe that Jesus hung out with dinosaurs. That's...
I mean, if you were Jesus, wouldn't you want to hang out with a dinosaur?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds awesome. It sounds fantastic. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Why that takes
universal symbol for this? Is that the theory?
What?
Well, I used the T word when it didn't deserve it. But is that the idea that the dinosaur fossils are a trick?
Yeah.
I love it.
Why is God such an asshole in this?
I know, dude.
Gonna make them question themselves and be super depressed just to see if they'll love me.
Well, I mean, isn't there like a story in the Old Testament where I think it's the story of Job, right? Where he's like,
yes.
where he makes a bet with the devil, like the devil's like, I bet this guy doesn't really love you, and he's like, you know what? I'll take that bet. I'm gonna make him kill his son. I'm just gonna make him just kill him for no reason.
Yeah, Job, like, he's a devout religious man, and then Satan's like, I bet I can make him be like an unbeliever in you. So he like fucks up his farm and like kills his son, and he's like, what now, Job? And he's like, thanks, God. I love you.
And this concludes the Reddit portion of our...
It's pronounced Joby?
Yeah, it's the nastiest thing.
Joby, what are you doing? That's the nastiest thing, killing your son.
That's the son killing his thing.
Joby, don't kill your son, Joby. Get over here.
That's the Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, when is Joby coming out on the Binding of Isaac?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was finally this word, and I didn't guess it. Wait,
what a drawing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm an idiot. I thought it was... Okay.
Oh, Joby.
I kind of want to become a devout Catholic.
Yeah?
That's one.
Just to tweet Ricky Gervais.
That's fair.
You think you can finally dunk him hard enough that he'll
I'm
leave?
just gonna send him a tweet, and I'll be like, "Hey, Ricky, what do you think about this?" And it'll be like me sitting in a pew wearing a suit.
It should be you down at the zoo with like a gorilla behind you and be like, "What do you think?"
How's
this happening?
He'll be like, "I don't understand what that tweet means at all," but sure. I don't know. Like, I don't at all hate Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of find myself wanting to troll him like people troll me in my chat. Like I would go like, "Hey Ricky, God bless.
You're so fine." Dude, actually, that's like oh my god, what was it? Did you see the clip of that guy from Alabama, this congressman, where he found out that he couldn't swear on the Bible? Like, he didn't have to swear on the Bible.
He came from Alabama. He had a banjo on his knee.
But there's a great part where, so what happens in the clip is like this dude says like, hey, you know, you actually, it's not the law. You don't have to swear on the Bible.
Yeah.
Muslims can be sworn in on anything. It doesn't matter. And then he's just silent and just dead faced for like a minute. And then at the end, he says, "All right, I'll see you later." And then he's like, "All right, thanks for having you on." And then he's just like, "Hey, Merry Christmas, Jake."
Yeah, that was great.
If he thinks that's like a final dig at him.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Oh man,
yeah,
it is a great clip.
It's so fantastic.
So before we alienate 4% of our audience, let's end the show. Why don't we pimp our channels? We'll start with Austin.